Very unusual night here. We are going to be playing $5 double board PLO bomb pots all night long. All bomb pots all the time. None of that two-card nonsense. Should be a good one. Glad to have you all here. We're just getting the players told what the rules are, and then we'll get some hands dealt out. Looks like we've got Mel in the box to start the evening.
You do have scanner buttons.
$500 buy-in initially. I don't know if there's a master stack component or not.
You have scanner buttons.
But 500 max to start, and nothing but bomb pots. How long before the first scoop? How long before the first on? What do you all think in the chat? Let us know.
Other than that, let's have fun and enjoy it. Yeah, we're going to start seven-handed. Waiting for Noel and Alfie.
Brad, you're still going to buy me in for 1,000, right?
All right, you heard. 7 players to start. More on the way. Now, going to get these cards washed up. While we're washing these cards up, go ahead, hit that like button if you haven't done so. Tell everyone that the bomb pots are here. The stream is here. Here on YouTube, here on X, here on Facebook. Here, all the places you watch streams, we want to be there. Cards are shuffling. Next step is going to be to give 4 cards to each of these players.
Brad, you good?
For those of you unfamiliar with PLO, Pot Limit Omaha, it is a game where betting limit is the size of the pot. You're given 4 cards. You must play exactly 2 of them at showdown. So if you've got 4 of a kind in your hands, you don't have quads. 4 aces, no quads. 4 aces on the board, no quads, because you can only use 3 of them. In a bomb pot, everybody puts out an ante, in this case $5, before they're dealt cards. And then we go straight to the flop, or in this case flops. There's going to be 2 of them. And we split the pot. Each board gets half the pot. You win them both. We call that a scoop. Hearts would be good to have. Spades would be good to have.
Yes, we're starting. Everybody checks up to Morse, and Morse checks. Checks are out.
See who's got a big piece of this. I see a set of 7 somewhere. Didn't catch who had it. And we see the clubs come in on the bottom, so that set shrivels up right away. Lucky one with the set of 7s.
6 fold, 7 call, 8 call, 1 fold, 2 fold, 3 fold.
It's Clay betting $15, getting 2 calls.
3 players.
Home plate up, having 4s full of aces, which will be the best hands on the top board. Bottom board will be the set of 7s. Nobody holding the club flush. Checks over to home plate up. He goes $40, goes half pot. And his opponents both fold, so he's going to take the entire pot. That's the other way to scoop, get everyone else to fold. And it's time for another bomb pot. What do you know? See JD, Freeform Aggie in the chat already. Good to see you both. PLO bomb pots only tonight.
That's new. Usually it's auto. You have to do it every time.
Yeah, I like their
I heard it's really good. I just switched to Venetian.
Can I get you 5?
Did you? I've stayed at the Venetian.
And so that was a nice bet on the ends by the one-way hands, the top board having the boat. He knew he had little chance of winning on the bottom board, so he could bet his opponents off of that half of the pot. And certainly a set of 7s isn't feeling too great when the straights and flushes all come in. That's a straighty, flushy top board. And the bottom is somewhat less connected. Master Baker in seat 3 with the nut club draw. And a pair of aces. Fires out 25 first to act.
4 calls, 6
Clay with 10s and 8s makes the call. He's also got a jack down below. Home plate up with another set of sevens. This time on the top board, he calls. And Mo, ace, queen, jack, jack with spades. So that's a set of jacks, and that is also a straight draw on top.
Yes,
Raises to 160.
one did 160, 3 calls.
Back to C3, who's gonna call the raise. This could invite a bunch of calls, so if I'm Clay, I'm not really loving this hand. This is 2 pair on a board where the straight's there. We don't have the flush draw, so he has no backup. He has what we call a naked 2 pair. The only way he can improve is to fill, and he has got nothing on the bottom. He folds. I think that's the right fold. Home plate up, 10, 7, 7, 4. One-way hand goes into the muck. Heads up we go to the rivers. Mo with almost nothing behind. He couldn't put it all in because this is a pot limit game. The pot wouldn't hold the entirety of his stack. Mo's going to pull these bets in.
They both check.
Here come the turns. 9 and a deuce. The board gets a lot straighter up top. The deuce doesn't do a lot. Check, check.
Showdown.
King and a 10. Okay, so this was all in, it looks like. And Mo is going to scoop. Mo did pick up the nut straight on top.
Yep.
Drinking some beers, having a good time?
No, it was just one runner. It was just one.
Oh, he scooped it?
He already had it.
Ace is somewhat overrated in this game.
Play and get it right.
So we see Mo with the first double up of the evening as we go on to another bomb pot.
Well, at least we went all in on the second hand. We went like nits.
All right. Everyone's got their cards. They're scanning the cards.
We're good?
These are RFID
All
cards.
right, we're good to go.
Little chip in every card
It's slow.
that the table can scan and tell us what the cards are.
It's not as slow as previous, but it's slow stuff.
Fours and deuces would be
Four
pretty
check,
pretty
six
fun
check,
to have.
Eight check, 1 check, 2 check,
Go ahead.
and 3 check.
Plays kings, good for an overpair both ways. We check through pretty quickly.
4 check,
3 and a 9.
6 check, 7 check, 8 check.
Looks like Baker's got some 2-pair straight type stuff.
35.
It's Billy betting. Jack 10, 3 deuce is
There was a period after the first.
2-pair slash draw on both boards. Baker with the 5, 4, 3.
Okay, that's why.
2-pair plus open ender. And then
6 fold, 7 fold, 8 fold,
pair plus open ender.
and 1 fold.
Choosing to call. Clay calling. King, king, 9, 6. Just the overpair.
3 players.
5 and a 7 on the ends. So Clay and Baker going to chop if we get to showdown.
2 check, 3 check. Showdown.
Showdown, the
2 pair.
5s and 4s good up top. Kings are good on the bottom.
See, kings on the bottom.
Nothing actually got there.
2 pair on the top, 5 4, and then kings on the bottom.
Yeah, Lawrence Mo did turn nut on that last hand, and that's pretty good.
I think I might have pulled him straight there on the river. I don't remember what I had.
Hard to lose when you have nut on the river. As we move on to our 4th bomb pot of the night.
That's how you know who he won.
Yeah, I know. Michigan State
I
still.
mean, Auburn is up there, so I assume that's who he's going to go with.
Oh, well, that's true.
And to the governor.
They're using all the past history to decide who's going to win this year. So that's definitely a good idea.
Dang, I don't even have
Oh,
your age.
what, yeah, what are those?
they're-
Basketball
Like
talk at the table.
That's what I'm saying. You check the
Well, one of the first ones is because they lost in
The NCAA tournament starting this week. King 10, 6, Jack 3, 3 clubs.
They were going, they did like.
The key
category.
cards here.
7 check.
Ryan has weak
35.
ones.
35.
Yes, 35. 8 bets pot 35.
Our ump
1 call.
doesn't have clubs, but he does have a set of kings up top. Goes 35. Ooh, Mo. Set over set here, sixes.
And
Makes the call. He does have an ace on the bottom.
I just wish they were in UConn's bracket.
You see another call. Didn't see what he
3
has.
players.
Well, I picked UConn.
Oh, and they both fill up right away. Kings full of 10s, sixes full of 10s. For ump and Mo.
80.
Baker, meanwhile, has aces and threes
80 is the bet.
for the best hands on the bottom. Mo's ace-king did pick up a gutter. The bad news for Mo is that he does see his boat out sitting there on the board.
So it's like,
1 fold.
And he does fold to the 80. In fact, that clears it out. Home plate, I'm taking this one down. Shows his kings. Only getting scooped by 10-10
He did.
on these boards.
King's full. I had pocket king.
picking up Texas and OU that are tournament teams basically a year. But
That's a spot where I'd like to go big if I'm him. I have all of one board. I have very little of the other. Just second pair and no draw.
Okay, get your 5 and your 5, please.
We do get a game just like this one going out on the main floor off stream fairly often. An all bomb pot game. I've sat in it a few times. And sometimes they'll do all bomb pots, sometimes they'll do round of bomb pots, round of PLO.
All right.
TCH will spread pretty much anything if you've got enough players.
7 check, 8 check. 1 check. On pot 6. I don't know why
Ryan
it's
with the kings this time and the ace high diamonds on top. Also an ace on the bottom. And graphics have disappeared for a second here. Getting caught up with the
10
action.
of clubs, not 9 of clubs. Nope, nope. 8 check. 1 check. All checked all the way around until C. 6 bet, 25. 6 bet, 25. 7 fold.
Okay,
8
Ryan
fold.
on the button, put in the 25.
1
Home
fold.
plate, I'm calling with the
2 fold, 3 fold.
queen high clubs.
And
Pair of queens for the overpair. Mo calling
3 players.
aces and tens, jack high diamonds, a 7. 3 ways we go.
5 of clubs on top. 9 of spades.
5 of clubs, 9 of spades.
8 check. 1 check.
That's an open, no, that's not an open ender. We check through. Queen on the end, that's queens full of deuces for home plate ump.
8 bets. 1
Bottom board, it is going to be the queen high clubs for home plate ump, so this will be a scooper for him, but
Oh, you like that river.
no more money to be had there. Does show the hands anyway.
I already had a deuce too.
I'm trying to
Just trying to buy it with $25 there, you know.
So home plate ump
I had diamonds.
running pretty good as we start the evening.
It's so good in a bomb pot. Well, you lose $25. Yeah, yeah, $25.
That's, I thought that's, blockers are a great thing for scorecard games. It didn't say that?
We are on a 6-hour delay tonight, not because bomb pots take forever, but because these players decided to play at noon. We shot the game at noon, and
All right, good to go.
we're all here watching it together for the first time this evening, and I have no idea what happens here, so if you have spoilers, don't share them, please.
That actually sounds fair. That actually does sound
Queen 6-5 rainbow, ace deuce deuce. Hump weight up with an ace and a gutter.
Bets pot. It's gonna be 35.
It's Master Baker potting it to 35. He's got a deuce.
6 folds.
Got a pretty good deuce. He's got queen deuce.
7 calls, 8 folds.
And then he has queens and sixes, so he's got scoop ability for sure. Except when Lucky One has a set of fives. Has worse trips of his own. Ace and a 10 roll off on the turns. And so it's Lucky One who's ahead with his set of fives. It's Master Baker moving all in. Queen deuce on the bottom, queens and sixes up top.
140 is the bet.
The former being the winner at the moment.
Oh, Alfie, I forgot to get the chips.
No, as long as we
Play
got
gets out of there.
And
Lucky One flips it in, hoping that he gets half the pot. Never the best feeling. Now, the set of fives is decent on these boards. You're not really hanging your hat on the deuce when you have a six kicker. Pretty easy for someone to have a better deuce. Queen and a king on the rivers.
all in, seat 3.
So that's going to be a scoop for Master Baker. That's queens full of sixes on the river.
And a call.
And he is going to get the double up at Lucky One's expense.
6s.
Queens full of sixes and trip deuces with a queen.
Straight.
Sometimes you just
No correction, straight to the ace. Forgot all about the straight. He didn't need the straight, but the straight came in anyway. Queen deuce would have worked as well. Instead, he has a straight to the ace, and that is also a winner.
keep up the good work. Keep up the good work, Dylan.
Lucky river to scoop for Baker.
Don't you have some work to do?
2 4, 420. Should have been, it was 420, yeah.
And that is a scooper, and he could ship the pot, and
Doing calculations back there.
we move on to our next
Making
mop
sure
pot.
it's doing it right. Thank you.
Moving at a pretty good clip already.
Yeah, that was dirty. Sorry, Derek.
All right, Alfie, you do have a spot right here. This is where your cards are. I'll ask that you just leave them there until we hit the burn. And once the burn comes in, you can pull them back.
What's up, Alvin?
500, yeah, he has 500. No one's good. All right, we're good.
All right, here come some flops.
Nine check.
10, 8, 6, ace, jack, 3.
Josh up there?
Boards that don't really interact with each other too much.
2 bets.
This one less likely to provide us a scoop at showdown.
3 fold.
Billy with a set of sixes, making it 40.
4 fold. 6 fold.
Ryan folding ace, king, 10. A little surprised that he folded that.
9 fold.
Did have
And 1 fold.
potential both
Four heads
ways.
up.
Lucky One, the only caller. He has flopped the straight up top. And 9-7 continues to be the nuts up top.
Bets. 2 bets.
And Billy also with the 9-7. So he's essentially free rolling that top board, and his next bet's going to get the job done anyway, so it doesn't matter. You may ask, we have the nuts, why are we folding? Because for one thing, he's got nothing going on the bottom board. And so he's drawing at half the pot, which is not great. You're putting in almost half the money here, since it's a heads-up pot. You're putting in almost half the money, and you're looking to get half the money back. That doesn't seem like a winning proposition when you're not always going to get all of it back. Then there's the fact that it's a straight. The thing is about straights, that's a great way to get quartered. This is because someone can easily have the same straight as you. They can have the same straight as you. They can have the same trips as you. And so instead of getting half the pot, you're getting half of a half.
Good to go.
That's definitely a loser in a heads-up scenario.
That's their cue. They're doing really well while I'm waiting for me to. 1 check, 2 check, yeah, 3 check,
These flops
4 bet.
are
50,
probably a dud.
6
Clay's
fold,
got a set of deuces. Goes
7
small.
fold, 8 fold, 9 rolly.
Ryan calling with top 2 on the bottom board.
1 under your arm here.
This one was mine.
Has very little on the top.
Fold, 2 fold,
Alfie
3 call.
makes the call. He's got a wrap on the top board. Deuce on the bottom. Baker has way too many diamonds, but he does have aces and threes. And I'm pretty sure that just made a wheel for our wrap. Alfie with the wheel.
4 check, 6 check, 7 check.
And then clubs come in on the bottom. Clay with the clubs. And the set.
9 bet, 60.
In fact, his queen high clubs are the nuts with the ace and the king
No, you
both
can
out
bet
there.
whatever you
So
want. For some reason I thought it was 60. It's
doesn't even
75.
need to fill. Alfie making it 60 with the wheel
75.
and the deuce. This is a one-way hand and it's a straight, so
You know,
got to be a little careful here. Makes it 75. Master Baker gets out of there. 4 diamonds is too
yeah,
many
she
because you
fixes
can
it
only
whenever
use 2 of
things
them.
happen. She'll fix it throughout. But as of right now, it's not a big deal. 4 calls.
Clay making the call, set of deuces and the queen high clubs. Up top, he has a 4, and he does have a gutter. A 5 would make him a wheel, which would be good for another quarter. So Clay free rolling Alfie right now to the quarter. Doesn't come in. Ace and a jack
265.
are rivers. Clay goes Clay goes all in, and Alfie gonna call, and Alfie gonna be happy to see that he's not quartered.
So whatever it is, yeah. And a call. He calls.
Like he wanted to chase.
So 150,
Definitely not gonna see.
225, 230. 1, 2, 230.
Getting the count here.
He's got a straight. He's got a
Clay with just a pair of 4s on top, not gonna beat the straight.
yeah. It's gonna come
What's up? Alfie had the straight. Okay.
All right, we get the cards collected, and we'll get ourselves on to the next hand.
I just thought it'd be fun to do one of these live streams with someone who like we're friendly with, but like say they have like a spouse or something and they don't know anybody.
All right, we're good.
And we just make reference to all these things that never happened. Like, where are those 2 blondes you brought the last time?
9-8-7 with hearts,
I don't know
and
what they're talking about.
10-6-6 with diamonds. These boards do interact. We want middle cards. We want red cards. We want the 6 that Billy has.
6 bet.
Does also have a straight draw, a non-nut straight draw. King high heart draw for Clay. Baker with the ace high diamond draw. That won't be the nuts because of the paired board. Lucky one with top trips. The trip 6s with an ace.
9 fold. 1 fold.
Bottom into the straight draw. Ryan has flopped the nuts straight up top with the jack 10.
No, because there's any chance that would happen at all.
And he is our better here.
That was.
Lucky one, the player with the ace-6, and Clay with the heart draw calling. Clay picks up a king.
Oh, really?
So kings and 8s give him a few more outs against Ryan's straight. Lucky One in pretty good shape. Holding his trips. He's just fading. What is he fading? I think he's fading a gut shot showing up.
7 fold.
Oh, river me like earlier.
Going heads up.
Plays 60, gets the call from Ryan. The 6 actually gets out of there. Hearts get there up top. Queen on the bottom. Clay with the king high hearts. We go check, check. Ryan with the
Heart flush on top.
10s and 6s.
And then king 8, interject 10. Yeah, he has the 10s. Y'all are going to chop it down.
A little surprised to see a6 fold there.
Well, I had
Was a
nuts
multi-way pot.
straight. Yeah, pair of tens on the bottom to answer your question.
When you're multi-way and your hand is one way,
And y'all were giving me
you
shit
are
about how much-
looking at picking up some dead money
You're
potentially.
betting the nut straight on the flop like that's gonna hold.
And then I check called turn.
I don't think you played that one.
I don't think I played it wrong. It helped having the 10 on the other board. I didn't feel like I was going to get
See,
repotted.
Brad's strategy is to putt it while he's got absolutely nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Both
Hey, I
boards.
had a dude.
What's wrong?
Fair.
Scoop, scoop.
Check while you're ahead, check when you're behind, boy.
Thank you. Hey, Noel, welcome. Noel's here.
God,
Kept it
about
warm
time,
for you.
Vera.
Looks like we have our 9th player coming in.
Hey, Noel, what do you want for your screen name? Do you want just Noel or something?
That's fine.
Noel.
I thought the last guy here,
No,
we got to pick
400.
their name.
Yeah, that's the rule.
It's gonna be in this hand. Oh yeah, you do have your button right here. If you like for your cards. So when you have your cards, just leave them there on top until I throw the burn. Once the burn's hit, you can pull it back. Okay.
Yeah, put Noel down as zero.
It's pretty accurate.
Don't you dare.
It does a pretty good job, but she's entering the data.
If you're enjoying this, be sure hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. See over 40 of you here across our various platforms.
Where's he at? That's what we need.
We need him.
Doing something a little different tonight.
It's good TV.
King, Queen 3, Jack 6, 4.
3 check.
Diamonds for Baker. Also a
4
gutter.
15.
Set of jacks for Clay.
5 fold, 6 fold, 7 fold.
Goes small, goes 15. And
2 call. And 3 call.
don't see what Billy has yet in C2.
3 players.
King, Queen, Jack 7, top 2, and a Jack.
3 check.
9 completes a straight draw.
4 bet 25.
So diamond draw for Baker on both boards now. Some real scoop ability. Clay goes 25, going small again. So he has the set of jacks. He now also has the bottom end to the straight to the 6.
Bank them all.
Billy calling kings and queens. No more diamonds. Jack's full
3 check.
on the bottom for Clay.
4 bet 75.
Billy going to take the top board, kings and queens, and an irrelevant pair of 7s as well. Clay going small again, 75.
2 fold.
I think he's trying to get called in both spots, and instead he's going to get called in neither spot, unfortunately.
Hand like that. Wow.
Thanks, appreciate it.
That's the only way I know how to do it.
I think the small bet is probably not the route I go in that particular spot with top boat on one board and just third pair on the other. Like, I'll either go huge and try and get them all off, or perhaps check to induce some kind of bluff. Hard to get called in both spots. The thing is, with the jacks, you are heavily blocking the straight on the other board.
Quad 8.
So it's actually pretty hard for them to have a strong hand. Like, they pretty much never have the nuts because there's only one jack left in the deck.
I'm due, Billy.
What 28. Okay. It is 2800.
Oh, I know. I'm aware.
I mean, blockers aren't really a thing in bomb pots, are they? Let me know in the chat what you think about blockers in bomb pots
Four check, five check,
when
six check, seven
everyone
check,
gets the flop with any 4 cards.
check, and three check. Turn around.
Lots of checking. 7 pairs at the bottom. Jack 10 makes it straight up top now.
5 bet, 15.
Noah with aces and queens
7 raised, 35.
makes it 15. Lucky one gonna do some raising. He's got 7s full of 9s, goes 35. Lots of small sizes tonight, which is gonna get home plate up in there. He's got a 7. Gonna need to hit an ace or a 5 to actually make that boat. Noel calling. Right now, Noel and Lucky One in pretty firm control.
BYU on the road is not the same as BYU at home.
Deuce and a 5 on the bottom. That is... okay, so 7's full of 9s for Lucky One. Home plate up, though, has river to boat. And so he might be on the hook here on this $125 river bet. Does make the call. Back to Noel. Left with just aces and queens on one board. No, bottom board he actually does have a straight. But there's diamonds and there's a pair, so we really don't like the bottom straight so much. We never really love it. He doesn't love it. He actually lets it go. So that fold is actually going to give home plate up half the pot. His ace does become the best hands on top when the ace-queen finds the muck.
So he had trip 7, the boat, and the ace.
I have a bigger boat.
Yeah, 7-9.
Not how home plate thought he'd be getting half the pot, I'm sure. But hey, the emergency ace-7 comes through sometimes.
Yeah, boat on top.
Straight. I assumed the Jack 10 was there.
Showing us a VPIP graphic. I'm pretty sure that the VPIP number is actually broken, so don't think about that, I would say.
You should go in there and start commentating for us. Like, why do you even play, Coach?
Home plate Ump and Mo and Clay are winners so far, are 3-figure winners. This is a $500 buy-in game. $5 bomb pot, so 45 in the middle to start with. So your stack to pot is, what, about 11, 12 to 1 to start the hands? Queens and 10s for Noel.
5 check, 6 check, 7 check, 8 check, 9 check.
Who's got a 5? Mo's got a 5 and a 4. Mo's got top boat. And he's got 10s and 6s. He thinks he can scoop this thing, maybe. Billy with some overs with his 5. Also has a gutter up top.
4 calls.
Also has jack high spades. Clay,
6 fold, 7 fold.
king high spades, king 10, 7, 4. So really just the spades. Noel, queens and 10s. Comes along, home plate ump. Has a wrap on one board. Four and an 8. Clay probably wishing that those came the other way. The spade hitting the wrong board.
Yeah, I don't understand. UConn was over on number 1 seed.
245.
I thought Iowa State was the number 1 overall.
Checks over to Mo.
They were not. They were the last one.
Feeling good about that boat. Feeling good about that 2 pair. Goes 245. Billy with top trips, which are not good right now. And jack high spades and a gutter. Decides to let it go.
2 fold. Yeah.
What does Noel do?
Oh, no, he has. Well, it shows 245. I apologize. It's 245.
Back doors slammed shut on him.
It is, okay, 245.
And
2 fold.
this hand is now very one way. and we don't even trust all our outs. Like this is. Okay, so the king. Yeah. This could actually clear it out. This clears it out. I wonder if Mo actually wanted that. Like if I'm Mo, I actually kind of wish that we would have gotten action since you got the boat, unless somebody randomly hit their 8. Two pair up top. Gonna have some life. Still a good pickup and still the big winner.
Is he gonna be in?
Yeah, we've been.
And we're on to the next hands.
Go for it.
Ace 6 deuce, 2 diamonds, king queen jack rainbow.
6 check. 7 check, 8 check, 9 check, 1 check, 2 check, 3 check, 4 check, and 5 check. Checks around.
Everyone checks before you can get the card scans. 4 to the straight on bottom. Diamonds show up on top. Looks like Ryan has the best diamonds.
8 call.
In fact, he has the straight flush redraw.
105. 105.
Lucky One has Broadway, but that's not saying much. Everyone has Broadway practically. Anyone with an ace and a friend.
It is.
Lucky One with the set of aces and the Broadway went 15. Home plate up called with the straight on top. And then Alfie raising his Broadway and aces and sixes. Ace at 105, only called by Lucky One, who is free rolling him. Alfie cannot win the top board.
All right. Heads up.
And they're going to be quartering. We know they're going to be quartering.
270.
Both are going to have Broadway
9 bet pot.
as we get to the river. Lucky One says that he knows he's getting quartered, and he makes the fold.
He folded. 7 folds.
Alfie's showing an ace and a jack, confirming that he's quartered at.
I folded a baby flush, but I couldn't.
Let's see, 30 minutes. 30 minutes, you mean you're going to wait 6 hours? The delay effectively being 6 hours tonight. We started the game at noon, and we started a little bit before 6 on air, so. Delay's a little bit longer than usual. But hey, it's new to us, right?
Oh, little man, just put him. Just topped him. His whole team is doing the head topper thing. The guard just rose up and dunked over the other guy.
So whatever basketball things they're talking about happened 6 hours ago, and
Rip baseline. Look,
I
look,
barely
rip
know what I was
baseline.
doing 6
Here's
hours
the
ago, let
challenge.
alone what was happening with basketball.
Really good.
No.
Oh my god, that was so filthy.
Queen 10, 3, 5, 4, 4.
7 check, 8 check, 9 check. 4 check, 2 check, 45.
Feels familiar.
3 bet 45.
Quads for Baker. And he's got a queen for good measure. Goes 45.
4 call, 5 fold, 6 fold, 7
White calls. He's got
I moved it
ace jack 10, 8. So
9
pair and some draws for him. Home plate ump with aces.
All right, 3 players.
Head for the moment up top. There's another queen and a 9 on the bottom. So Baker now has 3 queens to go along with his 4 fours.
3 bucks at 180.
What a life. He's going to move all in for... No, he's not. He's going to make it 180. He does have money behind. White gets out of there, and these aces feel less good. It's another spot where you'd call for half, and so Baker going to take it. He just has too much of everything. He's got too much of everything is what's going on.
Just get so much that no one could possibly have any part of it. And
So with our quads of the day promo, it's not a question of making quads if it's PLO. It's a question of getting dealt quads in your hand. Quads of the day jackpot is 2,800 today. Not sure what the quads are at the moment. We could probably figure this out though. So on the first it would have been aces. On the 14th it would have been aces. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think it's 8s today. I think it's 8s for 2,800. You'd have to be dealt all the 8s in your hand if it's PLO. Which would be a really terrible hand for PLO, but would win you a nice little jackpot. All the rules at TexasCardHouse.com. I saw somebody posting the other day where they made a royal and quads in the same bomb pot at some other room in another part of Texas.
5 call.
Pretty cool.
6 call.
What else is pretty cool is a set of kings, which I believe somebody's got. Play with the Queen Jack 9, which is a wrap made with 20.
165.
Gets a few takers. It's Alfie with the set.
Yeah.
Pots it up to 165.
1 fold, 2 fold, 3
King,
fold.
King, 9, 5. Gutter on top. Set on the bottom. Would love to protect against a straightener or a diamond showing up. Clay calling. Queen Jack 9 deuce. This is pretty one-way territory. Kings and 10s for Noel. He gets out of there. Ace Queen 4-3. Does have the diamond draw. It's hard to find him a path to winning the top, though. He is calling. This has a gutter and back doors on the top board. 3 ways we go. 580 in the middle. Next bet is probably for all the marbles. Queen and a 9 on the turns. Clay turns the straight on the bottom. And the 9 sitting in Alfie's hand, not great from the standpoint of filling up. Alfie checking as the obvious draw gets there. Clay moves all in. Queens and deuces for him. Alfie making the call. Alfie in some trouble here. 7 and an 8.
Got the Queen Jack straight.
So Clay gets counterfeit on the top. It's going to be kings and 7s for Alfie to take the top.
Kings and 7s on the top. Yep.
And then Clay going to hold with the straight on the bottom. Chop it up.
8 up there.
Lucky river for Alfie. 3 pair bailing him out.
Change the name up on the screen. Do the bump.
Get a book it.
235.
All right. So Mel's got those pots shipped over. And we'll continue on with yet another bomb pot. Anyone with NCAA tournament predictions? I don't have any in particular. I think Carolina gets bounced this week. That's one prediction I'll make. And they couldn't beat NC State the other day.
Sounds like you need help today.
I could see them getting bounced this week.
Hey, you should be helping him. You should be helping him today.
6 is adding on 250.
We got food coming.
Looks like seat 6 topping out.
Alfie and John have been up there.
Personally, I'd care a lot more about the tournament if my Stony Brook Seawolves would have gotten through. They came up just a bit short of winning their one-bid league.
9 chip.
How about King School of Threes for Billy?
45.
And he's got a 3 on the bottom, and he's got an open ender on the bottom. Hashtag scoopability.
Well, unless he got back early. He was flying back today.
Gate aces, you just have to fold. That's disgusting, but it's right.
He's got to walk over there. He's going to walk over here.
And not going to get through for Billy. Nobody really impressed with the hands, and, well, he had probably too much of it. That's where you hope somebody's got like 10-7 and gets stubborn. Pretty impressive play so far. You don't really see a lot of players chasing their one-way hands in this game or on this table. I'm not around the BOMP pot only crowd enough to know if these are the BOMP pot regs, but wouldn't surprise me if they were. We do also play a bunch of these BOMP pots in our Hold'em games, as you see on our Hold'em streams. We normally play them like out on the main floor every dealer change and every orbit here at TCH Austin. I know it varies by location. And you do see a few more mistakes there of the split pot nature. When it's a Hold'em player who's maybe less familiar with PLO, less familiar with split pots.
3 check.
Oh, so it wasn't that.
5 call.
Yeah, he's just covering Otani's ass is what he's doing.
Diamond draw for Clay, overpair and open enter for Clay.
Otani doesn't know who's transferring $4.5 million out of their bank account without knowing.
No. With a bit of
Yeah, I
it.
was about to say. Oh, wait.
Ump with a set of
can we definitely
nines.
say that when, like, money managers have been
Baker with
taking
baby
money from
time, it's
people
gotta
for
fold
fucking
that.
decades,
Yeah, but he's
but
not
Otani's
4 ways to the turns. That's a lot of ways.
Otani's.
Nobody with an 8.
Yeah, but somebody does.
He
Otani's not
came
the
out and
only
said
one.
Otani was on the
6 will straighten things out. Club draws appear on both
And then
boards.
he came back the
Nobody
next
with a
day.
club
No, he
draw.
didn't know anything about it. It was all me.
40.
Yeah, but if
Things
you
looking
didn't-
pretty good for home plate ump. He has a set of 9s. He also has a
Yeah.
straight to the
I feel like
9.
no, actually, it was- I don't know. I'm
That's
just saying.
quite doing the betting. Made it 40.
Otani knew and the dude was that baseball.
Noel calling. Home plate ump calling.
He claims
6
he only
pairs
bets soccer,
on
basketball,
top. Deuce on the bottom.
No baseball.
Well, look, we better get rid
Very
of this
boaty
line
looking
because
board.
Gambling now becomes realized
On
in
top.
all these sports. Like, this shit's just gonna
But it
keep
is the
happening.
9 high straight. That's good on top. Set of 9s holds on the bottom.
They got the
Not a really scary run out on the bottom.
They'll find out what.
The real question is, of
I think
all the
ump
people
should
this
be
week
betting
happened
this.
to, the guy who just signed the $800 million contract, that's the guy who was sweating.
I don't know that he's active yet. Okay, he has checked back. I'd have probably gone for some value here.
Oh, I would have lost 9.
9.
Or I'd have tried to blast like a hypothetical 6-7 out.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Would have loved to see what Noah would have done rivering trip 6s, if anything.
Would go out to the mound when they did a mound visit to interpret. I mean, he goes everywhere with Otani. They were best friends. Otani
A lot of times those are people.
How are you doing, Albert? See you in the chat.
They're in there, like,
Yeah, PLO BOMP pots tonight from TCH Austin. It's a first for us. We haven't done a BOMP pot stream before. Trying some stuff out, and we hope you enjoy this.
I'm behind the screen.
And Otani covered my losses
A different flavor of poker, but a pretty popular one here in Texas. We like our BOMP pots.
on his computer, sent the money, the wire transfer on
Like sometimes, like you'll be even at a whole team, you're like, "When's the BOMP pot? When's the BOMP pot?"
good for Otani. So no, Otani didn't know anything. I did it all on my own. But they're like, how did you get access to Otani's money?
Yeah.
Lots of baseball talk there. That's quite the story. Who knows what the truth is with
Like, no, you can't.
Ohtani thing.
You can't be moving money to him while he was gambling. It's gonna look like you're like, oh shit.
Sneak attack. 2 check.
Got hearts. We got Broadway stuff. We got top 2 for Billy.
4 bet 20. 5
Clay
fold.
doing some betting.
6 calls.
Jack 10, 9, 7. Open-ended straight flush draw.
9 calls.
Scoop it?
Also jacks and 9s.
20, yes.
Ryan with the ace high club draw.
But if I lose, someone else has to give me the money to cover my gambling.
I'm calling with the king and the open-ender. Alfie calling ace jack 10, 9. So 2 pair and the straight draw.
Players.
Mo's in there. 10 high hearts. Hearts show up and both boards pair, so a lot of things happening. Jack 9 makes a boat for Alfie.
6 check, 8 check, 9 check. 1 check.
And then also Clay has Jack 9. More hearts. And a king on the bottom. What does this do? Up top, it's going to be Mo's 10 high hearts.
6 fold.
If we make it there. Clay making it 75. Playing the jacks full of 9s on the bottom. His top board is nothing. He has jack high on the top board. Alfie calling, same boat. And Alfie is actually going to quarter Clay. Alfie does have jack high beat on the top board. He has ace high. The emergency ace high to take half the pot.
Bring it in, guys.
Like I was saying before, someone can have the same trips as you, which means like someone can have the same jack 9 as you. Whether it's a straight or it's harder in a both scenario, but it is possible. And that's what we've seen here. That's why sets and flushes are so much more powerful in this game. No one can have the same set as you. No one can have the same flush as you. Someone has the same ace high flush as me. I'm calling the floor. And we're probably going viral for the wrong reasons.
Do they have a soft opening? Will Wall.
You know Will Wong, right? Yeah.
He opened it with Paul, did he?
All right. On to our 19th bomb pot.
Build that for him. Piece by piece by piece.
Alright.
Ace 4-4, 6-6-5. We're looking for boats this hand. Trip 4s for Baker. Straight flush gutter.
1 check. And 2 check. Checks around.
Brian's got a 6. Hands are flying by here.
There you got it.
8 and a 3. Does this fill anyone?
3 check, 4 check.
I don't think so.
5 check. 6 bet 15. 7 fold.
Brian betting. He's got the
9 call.
Queen 6. And he's got the Queen high heart draw. Up is calling. So is Mo. So is Alfie.
Oh, it's been over an hour. Did you too?
Hearts on top, 7 on the bottom.
120.
7's full of 6s for Noel, squeaking in at the end. I think it's the Queen high hearts for Ryan, if I'm not mistaken, on the top board.
See him running around back.
Sure, one of you chat pros will correct me if I screw up. Noah makes it 120, rivering top boat. Also has an ace. He's not going to need it because everyone folds. Noel just takes it. Shows the lucky river.
I had a naked 6 and then I had hearts, but
Is it bigger?
I would have won top.
I don't know.
It's a nice one.
It's gonna be the same
It
food,
is bigger and it is nice.
It gives
but
you
it's
that
gonna be the same food.
what is it, Oriental?
Oh yeah, that queen was hard, right?
Sure. It's got a very nice ambiance.
you would've
Everyone
known.
is clean.
Y'all already been to watch it.
You're in like little China.
Wasn't there where they were building it? Like,
You saw it too, Derek?
I've seen it lots of times. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I've been by there maybe 8, 10
Some
times.
more
while
card
it was
stouts
like
out here.
like,
Oh,
I saw the bare bones when they first got started, and then as the equipment came in, as they started remodeling. It's like, hey, there's a good poker room right here in the base. I know that's the office. That's the
Whoever designed it did a very good job.
yeah.
All right, good.
All right. Here we go to the flops. Ooh, 3 to a straight flush. Jack 10, 9 hearts. Ace, Jack 3 on the bottom. Boo, no royal.
4 check.
6 high hearts for Quay. I think those are beat. Noel's got top set on the bottom. Unfortunately, he also has the Jack and the 3. Gonna be hard for him to make the boat. It's Lucky's queen high straight flush.
1 fold, 2 fold.
He's got 3 8s. Damn, he's an 8 away from the quads of the day. But he does flop a straight flush, so that'll be some consolation. Deuce and a king as we go to the turns.
7 bets 25.
Alfie with ace king. Moves all in, and he also has the king high hearts, which are not good.
What's up, so what's up, bud?
King high hearts not good because a straight flush beats that. 6 of diamonds.
Ace king, 2 pairs.
Alfie's got the bottom with his aces and
Give me one
kings.
more 8. Come on.
He has 1 off of,
Poor Lucky. 3 8s.
First 3 I looked-
Not enough for
first 3 I looked at
quads.
were the 8s too. I was like, oh baby. I'm like, oh, a queen. Well, actually, that's not the worst queen to have in the world.
If you're gonna miss the quads of the day, if you're gonna get trips, flop the straight flush. Why don't you?
Hey, you almost did have this watch.
How many times have you seen a straight flush flopped on a live stream? Here we are.
Any diamonds.
Actually, I would have made that diamond on the bottom. Couldn't stand it.
Thanks, man.
Straight flush. Gotta have to look at it.
all right, let's go. Please king real quick. All right, go for it.
All right. On to another bomb pot.
Five check, 6 check.
7 7 7 on the bottom.
1 check, 2 check, 3 check, 4 check. Checks around.
It's Billy who's got the case 7. Everyone checks. They pair the 9 up top.
5 at 15. 6 fold. 7 fold. 8
No
fold,
betting
9
the
fold,
9's full of aces.
1 fold.
Kind of like,
I bet Billy's gonna call.
3 fold. 4 call.
Right?
Young kids, I got young grandkids.
Home plate up also called. Ooh, and he's got trip 9s. Trouble for him.
Starving bread. Huh?
8 and an ace on the rivers.
By the time he gets here, probably.
Ump. Rivering an inferior boat.
5 bet 65.
Noah betting out here. 9's full of aces is going to be good on top. 65 for him. Also, Rivers an ace on the bottom. Thinks that maybe he could be good. Except any pair in your hand would make a boat. Ump makes the call. Billy now unloads with the quads and the rivered straight, which is not going to be good. And Noel is all in for Wes. Back to home plate ump. Trips on boat on top, but just boat on top. This is a one-way hands.
be all right.
And he has 9 high on the bottom.
Hey, Tommy, how come you ain't helping him today?
I figured two big enough. No, he's got enough. He said he got enough on the weekday.
Calling for half is disgusting.
It's a cluster over there.
Doing it with an underboat doesn't feel great, and we're gonna chop this one up. Quad sevens for Billy,
Nine's full, yep.
and
Quad seven,
nine's full for Noel. Nine's full of aces. Kenny, sorry you were out of the loop on this. Yeah, I didn't have the particulars of where this game's list came from. They asked me to call this game a couple weeks ago, so
Second 2 hours after the joke.
it's been in the works for a bit, but
You said you're locked in for
yeah,
2 hours?
we haven't exactly promoted that we were airing this. It's your specialty. Well, maybe that's why you were left out of the loop. This is your specialty. We got to give everyone else a chance. I'd be in there too, and I'd probably be hitting my life by the end of it. Well, if we do this again, hopefully we get you in there.
For the live stream. Chat.
What's worse is that this all happened 6 hours ago. This game isn't even going right now.
Press 1 if he's an idiot. Press 2 if he's an even bigger. It's what the YouTubes say to do. Okay?
Is that what the kids are doing?
Yeah, that's what the kids are doing.
Is he talking about me?
Did you say this is what the YouTubes are saying to do? That's what
Who's the idiot?
fit in with the older crowd. That's
We got a blind bet of five.
that's what I'm attempting.
Probably me. Press 1 if I'm an idiot. Press 2 if I'm a bigger idiot. Go ahead in the chat right now.
The internet's even telling you.
Seven fold,
I'm fucking with you, amazing.
eight
Not the
fold.
best. The phrasing.
Blind bet of five, so 5 hours to go. Yep. 9 calls. 1 calls.
2 pair both ways for Alfie.
Doing my
3
normal.
calls.
Ryan tossed a min bet in there out of the small blinds.
Raise 30.
You see people do that to be cute sometimes.
One in every crowd.
I check dark in the small blind. Some people toss in a min bet. Quay raised it up to 30.
7 call.
He flopped an 8 high flush. Unfortunately, he's blocking his straight flush. He can only use 2 of those spades. He doesn't have a straight flush.
I'll check.
Queen Jack 10-6. That's 2 pair for Alfie. That's 2 pair for Alfie. And that 9 is not one of the 2 pair cards that Alfie has, unfortunately.
4 check.
Nobody has a 9. We all check, and another spade shows up. King and a 4 pairing on the bottom. Quay's 8 high spade's good. And Alfie rivering the straight up top. Billy making it 100. Billy
No.
not having a winning hand. Going for the bluff.
Billy. And no. Billy and no.
And
She was asking about
Clay gonna call that bluff.
uh,
Probably didn't hurt that he picked up a king.
4 calls.
Alfie with a straight. Remember, not the nuts on a paired board. He lets it go. Which is going to change things a little bit. Billy is going to get a quarter of the pot now.
Straight. 7, 8 straight.
Billy and Clay both with 8-7. Yeah, my mistake. Billy wasn't on a complete air ball. Billy had a straight that was no good.
How old is the Queen Jack? Did you have a better flush?
But I think we'll still put that probably in the bluff bucket.
You could have just checked, Bill.
8-7 certainly doesn't expect to be scooping. It's not even going to be winning all that often on that board.
Queen Jack.
I stand by my original statement that he was calling the bluff.
And the Queen Jack. Wait, you're just not figuring that out?
So much going on at Texas Card House all around the state. One of those things going on is the even bigger one at TCH Dallas. That's going on right now as we speak at TCH Dallas. Starting flights today, Friday, and Saturday. Still to come. 10 and 5. $300 buy-in. $250,000 guaranteed. Day 2 Sunday. We'll live stream the final table on Monday here on TCH Live. Check that out if you're up there. Also going to be streaming a final table out of Rio Grande Valley. I believe that's this weekend, this Sunday.
All right, you're good. Did you pay? No, I was doing it because
Hey Josh, can I put in an order? You might go back.
I'm going to NASCAR, otherwise I'd probably be cool on that.
All right, we'll find out.
Love some tournament action. I hope you guys love it too. Be sure and
Check 18.
join us for that.
You pay me now.
9 check.
You pay me 15 bucks. You pay now. Pay now. Pay now.
3 check, 4 check, 5 check, 6
Lots
check.
of checking. We see some 2 pairs. We don't see any huge monsters, I don't think. Spade draws available on both boards now.
7 bet 15.
Baker with the king high spades, the best spades right now.
Fold.
Lucky one making it 15. Queen 10, 8, 6.
9 raises.
Queens and sixes.
1 fold, 2 fold.
In a battle out of Akron.
And a couple of gutters.
Call. 4
Alfie makes it 50. He turns a set of 9s. Baker with his 2 flush draws. Sticking around. Also with his 2 pair on bottom. Back to Lucky one.
7 call.
About time, jackass.
He persists. He sticks around. Queens and sixes for him.
3 players.
And 8s.
Where's the mines over there?
Spades hit on the bottom. King high spades will be the nuts for Baker,
7 check, 9 check.
who also
195.
rivers kings and jacks, which are actually the best hand there. 195 his bet.
3 bets,
Can
195.
bet with impunity. He knows he's winning the bottom. No one can beat his king high flush. No one can match his king high flush.
Good, I'll show you 2 cards.
9 fold.
Alfie's out of there wondering if his 9 was good. The answer was no.
You showed the wrong 2 cards, bro.
You showed the wrong 2 cards.
Show the other 2 cards. You get
No, I
paid.
didn't want him to call. He bought my lunch. I was wanting
You could have paid him back and take that stack, give him the 20 bucks for the lunch.
Don't give me.
You're talking about this. Okay, I'm not going to take this friendly collusion at the game here. I will buy everyone an egg roll right now. Just always show me what you have, so I never have to make a bad call. Yeah, 3 hours from now it'll show up, but I'll buy it right now.
You're welcome.
Well, you know, if you never make a bad decision on the river, people might start to suspect things. Just saying.
Chasing ass. I had pocket 9s with the queen high.
On to the next one. Bunch of wheel cards and some Broadway cards.
Classic.
8 check, 9 check,
Something for everyone.
check, 2 check,
A lot for home plate up. He's got straight draws both ways.
3 check,
Alfie flops the 6 high straight on top.
check, 7 checks. Checks around.
Everyone checks.
8 check, 9 check,
7-6 would be the nuts now. I don't know that anyone has that.
4 bet 50.
Archer available on the bottom.
5 fold, 6 fold,
Billy with the 10-8, 7-7
9 fold,
does give him the nuts up top.
1 fold, 2 fold, 3 call.
It's quite betting with the set of deuces. Also with a king on the bottom.
5 players.
6 of spades, king pairs on the bottom. And quite going to scoop this, it looks like. He's got deuces full of 6s. And he's also got trick kings.
I got a straight.
No kicker.
Ace 3.
We check through.
Oh, hello. Yeah, I mean, the nut straight, 7 9.
It's on me.
7 9. He was going, I have the wheel, but he has the 7 9 straight. That's why.
And the 7 high straight doesn't matter when someone's made a boat.
7 9.
That's on me. That's my treat.
Unless my scanner's wrong. No, the scanner's got it crossed up. I'm sorry. Because we see it's not 6-6 on the top board. There's clearly an 8 there. Some kind of misread happened. Sorry about that. we see seeds 3 and 4 actually chopping it up. I honestly don't remember what's on the board the moment the camera cuts away from it. I just look at the graphics, so I couldn't tell you what it actually is. I think there's probably a nut straight there. Like the
My day started at 3 o'clock this morning. I'm about to go to rest.
I think somebody made like a 9-7 straight.
This weekend,
But you're gonna do it this weekend?
well, I'm off this weekend.
Oh, okay.
They need it.
What'd you get out there? Chicken,
Not bad though.
what'd you get? Sweet sour?
Tell me when they orange chicken. They said it's orange chicken. Kung Pao chicken or something.
You let me make it, Brad.
No white people to shop
You let me make it, Brad.
Just classic white.
All right, you're good.
Kyle, you want these drinks that are here? Why'd you leave them with us?
All right,
1 check, 2 check,
another bomb pot.
5 check, 6 check, 7 check,
And heart draw.
9 check.
It's already scrolled away. Somebody had the ace high heart draw.
Want some egg rolls? I'm good. You can have it.
8 bet 20, 9 full, 1 call.
Did we get soup too? Yep. Oh, yeah, here. What kind is it? I don't want it.
Egg drop.
It's egg drop?
Yeah.
You want both of them?
Yes.
No.
We're getting the graphics fixed here.
King of spades,
Uh,
king of diamonds, 5
Mo has a queen, and he has the nut heart draw. It's up betting the $20. He has a set of sevens.
4 calls, 5 calls. So you have 4 players.
Now we get the calls coming in. Noel's got the king high heart draw, and he's got a king on the bottom.
Yeah, our food's nice and hot, isn't it? Oh, don't even.
Came the wrong way again. Wanted the heart on the other board. Jackson 3s for Quay. Well, Jackson 8s and 3s for Quay. Oh, still hard hunting.
8 of spades, 9 of spades.
Hearts won't get there. 8 of spades, 9 of spades. And Quay with the 8s full of 3s. Bottom board is, I believe, the ace queen.
8 calls, 25.
25 from Quay.
8's full of jacks.
8's full of jacks, actually, not 8's full of 6s. 8's full of jacks.
7's, yep, pair of 7s.
7's full, no good for Ump. Ump is, however, going to win half the pot because he does have a pair of 7s on the bottom. Another case of not how I thought I'd win half.
Oh, sorry, get it backwards.
I picked them in most of my brackets.
But I make emotional to this kind of thing. I think they're gonna win. But it's a good match. The NCAA tournament is entirely team by team matchup. Certain arms like
We need Abrams to be Abrams from Robert State.
Abness.
Brad, can I get your 5, please?
Yeah, what's funny is this, my club has beat 5 of the 15 players on their AAU team.
Good.
Yeah, 8's full of jacks, that's what that was.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah, I was like, we beat him, we beat him. Wait, he's on your team.
1 check, 2 check, 3 check.
That kid was on a team called Elite Sports.
Yeah.
4 check, 5 check, 6 check, 7 check, 8 check, 9 check.
Shoot.
Everyone checks. I see someone with trips. Is there a 3 to go with that 5? Yeah, home plate up has 5s full of 3s. And Mo with the queen high straight on the bottom
2 fold, 3 fold,
gets the spade draw out of there.
4 call, 5 fold, 6 fold,
No, I'm good, thank you.
White calling,
7 calls,
Jack,
40, 8 fold,
Jack 9 7 3
Hey, I need something.
has the second best straight, and he's got 7s and 5s with a Jack. 4 ways we go. It is home plate ump out ahead, 5s full of 3s, and does have a gut shot and a queen high spade draw on the bottom. And there's the spade. I'm gonna scoop this one.
1 check, 4 check, 7 check, 8
I'm
bet,
gonna
50.
bet this one. Goes small, goes $50. Mo's got the straight that just got the Nightmare River, but he's gonna call anyway, just in case Jackson 7s are good.
Showdown.
So does Quay.
He's got a boat.
They're gonna get the bad news that it's ump taking it off.
Straight, 7 is straight. He has the flush on the bottom. Yep, and then
Scooper duper.
I didn't like the 4. The 4 really worried me on that one.
All right, I'm taking that one. Big winner so far. Over an hour in already. TCH live from Austin. William Waddy with you as we play $5 double board PLO bomb pots tonight. Little something different. Often at this time you see us playing 1-3 hold'em here in Austin, but now we like to change it up every now and then. Get you the full variety of what goes on around here.
Henderson Mill 620, take her right. 500 foot.
go for it.
We certainly love our bomb pots around here.
Zone or whatever that is right there.
So many diamonds.
I get my haircut at the store,
3
like
check.
right next to
4 check,
Right next to that Mexican restaurant.
5 check, 6 check, 7 check, 8 check, 9 check.
it.
Mo don't check.
1 bet 40. 2 fold. That's what they said.
Set of queens for Mo.
3 fold.
Made it 40. King high diamonds will be nut diamonds for Quay on both sides.
8 fold. 9 fold. Alright, we're going
And the
heads
two
up.
of them are going to go heads up to the turns. Got a set of queens against the diamond draw. Second heart shows up on the top. And now Quay turning a set of 8s to pull ahead on bottom.
Bet 100.
And he's going to bet into Mo. He's going to make it 100. Mo's set of queens, still the nuts on the bottom. And he does pick up a gutter. I believe he called. And diamonds get there both ways. But only the top diamonds will be good for Quay. That'll give him the king high flush. As Mo does, river queens full of 7s on the bottom. So
The bet 4.
this will be an all-in and a chop.
Queens full, and then the flush. Yep,
13
top it out.
mini state. That's a 13 seed. I think they're 13 or 14 seed.
And we chop this up. Mel doing a good job of keeping the pot chopped as we go along. Something you'll see the more seasoned dealers do in split pot games, such as a double board bomb pot or a high-low game.
They're the only team with 130 games this year.
Saves a bit of time when it comes time to ship the pots.
Senior laden team. They can get beat. They're gonna beat some mini state, but they are really, really solid. A lot, and their card heavy. Senior guards win a lot of NCAA tournaments. And I don't like them. I their plan was good. Paisley's alcohol. With lots of
All
alcohol.
right.
Go for
Here
it.
come the flops. 6-3 deuce. King Jack 4.
3 check. 4 bet 15.
Set of deuces for Clay. Bad diamonds for Noel.
5 call.
Straight draws. Nut diamonds for Ryan.
7 fold, 8 fold, 9 fold.
And a few straight draws. Queens for Mo making the call. Queens should probably find the muck. Billy's not going to find the muck with a set of kings, though. He's going to raise. Go to 135. Small chance he's good on top. He's definitely good on bottom. Would love to get the weaker top hands out of the way. Like that set of deuces that just folded.
Grande.
Like Brian's got nut possibilities on both boards, but he doesn't like him enough. He makes the folds. As does Mo, so Billy gonna take it with his kings.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, straightforward.
Now with you, Kenny. Bottom set is asking for trouble. Bottom set leads to bottom boat. Bottom boat is a great way to make a hero call and be wrong. Yeah, I would. The nut diamond draw being an itty fold. Yeah, well, nut diamonds on the gut shot. I would not have made that fold myself either.
Well, I was originally moving your cards, and he was putting your hand in.
I can live with that. Hey, do you need somebody to put dollars in the machine for you?
It got stuck, but then it fell. Hey, Beavis, I
She doesn't say anything.
He can't make it till tonight, 'cause he's in Chicago.
Yes, we're good.
Who is? Mike?
Mike.
It's Queen 10, 10, 9, 8.
I heard you had an interview, didn't you? Didn't you have that
4 check,
interview?
5 check.
Put in some work in Chicago.
King 9, 7, 4.
What kind of work, I'm not gonna say.
Lots of potential on the bottom with the straights, but not the nut variety. Ryan doing the betting with the King, Queen, Jack, Deuce. Flopped it on the bottom and the top. He's got nut. Not a lot of backup, though. He's not going to want this to flush or pair up.
I love it.
Baker calling ace, king, queen, deuce. As we see the heart and the pair hit on the bottom. Ick. Baker with aces up and the gutter on top.
TBS with the late night ball games with the
Yes.
Charlie and Chuck.
Yeah.
Ryan fires turn and takes it down. Yeah, I'm with you, Kenny. I would have continued with that hand. Depending on my opponent, I might have even raised as a bluff.
People don't give,
That's right, I bluff sometimes.
I don't think they give enough credit for Ernie Johnson.
There is photographic evidence that I bluff.
Gives you a lot of credit. I hear what you're saying. But the other, well, certainly Chuck and Shaq are mocked so heavily that Ernie being an Aviette, that definitely should be winning TBA. Oh, I'm sure he did.
Just a week ago, footage came out of me attempting to bluff a popular vlogger and failing miserably at it.
Five check, 6 check,
Ace, king.
7 bet 15.
Noel's got a king. Lucky one's got an ace.
9 call.
He's got aces and nines, aces and eights.
3 call. 5 fold, 6 fold.
A lot of calling happening. Baker's got the nut diamond draw on the bottom, gutter on top.
4 clears.
Diamonds on the bottom.
8 check,
And the open-ended redraw for Baker,
9 check, 105.
or the gutter redraw, but 105, doesn't matter.
7 fold, 8 fold,
Up top, he did turn the nut straight, so nut for Baker. Alfie with nut on one board and dead on the other.
What do you mean give it up?
So easy for him to be getting free rolls.
yeah, 2 queen, 2.
He shows the nuts, and now he lets it go.
I put you on Queen Jack too.
He's doing a good job of sidestepping spots where he's going to be quartered at best. Imagine Baker had some kind of 2-pair or set to go with his straight, like a flush draw or something. Alfie's hand was good for half the pot if nothing dumb happens on the river, as far as he could tell. We don't want to be trying to hang on and hope we're still good for half of it. Yeah, so that's a good fold.
Are you betting 5 in the dark?
All right, we're good.
5
5 in the dark. Bet at 5 in the dark.
bathrooms.
See the 5 in the dark from Ryan. $5 he's unlikely to see again.
7 fold, 8 call, queen of spades, 5 of diamonds, 3 of diamonds. So it's a 5 dark, fold, call, fold, call. 70? 70 is the bet.
It's Billy that's going to do the raising. King Queen for the open ender up top. He's also got a 4. Down below, he's got a queen and a diamond draw. Set of 10s finds the fold.
4 fold, 5
Play folds a wrap.
8 fold.
This probably just gets the job done, and it does.
Jack?
He shows that he's not messing around. Had scoop ability. A word that I'm pretty sure I've just made up myself. Hoping it catches on. Spread the good word. Spread the good word about the stream. Do that by hitting that like button. Do it by telling a friend. Be sure to press subscribe and get notifications on. Find out every time TCH Live is on the air. Across the 4 locations that we stream from now: Austin, Dallas, Houston, and coming, I believe, this Sunday, Rio Grande Valley. Spring in Las Colinas may not stream, but you get plenty of good poker there. Get on over there if you get the chance. I was just at Spring last weekend.
Check, 8 check. 9 check. 1 check, 2 check, 3 check, 4 check, 5 check, 6 check. 6 checks around.
I think we checked through. I don't even know what the hands are, but we checked through. Flush is showing up on both boards.
9 fold.
We got a mystery card. We got quad jacks for Mo.
Bet 25. 2 fold, 3 fold.
And jack high spades. He might scoop.
4 call, 5 fold, 6 fold.
We see the ace doesn't have a helper, so we know he's going to scoop if nothing changes. Mo and Clay going heads up to the river. Eight and a 9. Play with the 10 high spades
95 is the bet.
and a busted straight draw. He does pick up an 8. Mo goes 95 with his quads and his spades.
And call.
Clay calls and is going to find out how crushed he is.
Jacks.
quad's full. He had a deuce as well.
To make it ace. That's not nut.
Nice scoop for Mo.
It's never a good feeling when you're explaining what you have, and the other person just calls it, and you're like, well, what I have is completely fucking wrong. Thank you.
Adding on or change? Adding on. 7 added on 2.
Should have held it hostage for $10.
Yeah, it's a good trade.
On to the next bomb pot we go. $34 hands already. These players are moving quick.
Okay, we're good.
I'm actually surprised. Like, honestly, I went into tonight thinking we were going to maybe get 50 hands in. Here we are, not even halfway through the show. We're on hand 34.
8 check, 9 check,
Well done by these players.
2 check,
Well done to home plate. I'm flopping a set
4 bet
of
15,
fours.
5 call, 6 fold, 7 fold, 8 call, 9 call, 1 call, 2 fold, 2 fold, 3 fold.
5 ways going to the turns. 10, 10, 9 is what?
5 player?
It's a wrap. Which doesn't get there yet. 7 pairs on the bottom. 7's full of 5s for Clay, who have the 2 pair.
4 bet.
Diamond draw available. Nobody with the diamonds. Clay goes 50 with his 7s full. He's also got a king.
8 fold,
Also got a gutter.
9 fold, 1 fold.
Alfie calling with his wrap. Clubs on the bottom that won't be good.
Heads up.
Heads up we go. Ace on the top, queen on the bottom is going to give Alfie Broadway. And they're going to get in, and they're going to chop this one up.
Pot, 4 win all in.
7's full of 5s for Clay. Broadway for Alfie. This one going to chop.
Full.
Not at all.
No, not nut.
You got the straight on the top? Yeah.
All right. Chop this one up. Talk promos a little bit.
How was it?
Every Friday here at TCH Austin, Ladies Night. Ladies get
Thank you.
half off their club access fee all Friday, every Friday, here at TCH Austin. Refer a friend. Still a thing. It's been a thing for a long time. Refer a new member here at TCH Austin, and you'll get $50 in rewards. You can use that on club access fees, membership dues, merchandise, and the person you bring is going to get a free monthly membership. You can find out about all of the promos at all the locations at TexasCardHouse.com.
It was busy. I mean,
On to another bomb pot.
the guy, the first holder, it's usually a par 4. They're redoing the tee box, so they have it as a par 3.
Yeah.
About 200 yards from the back tee. But
10, 7, 4, king,
we
8,
counted
9.
a 9 for the guy.
2 check.
That's every shot.
Great
we
setup
saw.
for like 2 pair plus straight draw.
That's not counting his
See if anyone's got like a 9-8.
3 check. 4 bet 20.
Doesn't seem like it. Clay does have a set of 10s in an open ender.
5 fold, 6
That's pretty good holding too. Goes $20.
7 call, 8 fold,
Hell, right. A 6-pack, 44
9
bucks.
calls,
Lucky
20,
calling.
1 fold,
Riverside.
2 fold,
Yeah, Riverside.
Parents and back
Did you get the
doors.
hot
Alfie
dog all the
calling. Queen
That place-
6, 5, 4.
Like whenever I first moved here, I haven't played that course since.
Feels a little bit
I
thinner.
swear they fried their hot dog. It was, yeah.
It was good.
Oh,
9
God.
check,
King and a 7.
But it was good.
Heart draws available on both boards. Lucky one turning that heart draws on both boards.
4 bets 105,
Clay turning a straight on bottom to go with
Out
his
there
set.
about 6 weeks ago for the first time. We finished at 3:15 6 weeks ago. We were gonna go into the bar and have drinks. The clubhouse.
Play goes
already
105.
Bo comes over and unlocks the door. It's like, can I
7
help you?
balls, 9
Well,
balls.
we were just gonna go
Sorry
have
about
some
that,
drinks.
guys.
No,
Three
the bar
clubs,
closes
Sean.
at
Three
3
clubs.
and I'm shutting it down.
Only lucky calling, 3 of clubs in the mouth.
Push all the golf carts away.
Inadvertently exposed.
Guys out there?
Yeah, I was like,
Lucky
don't worry about any of this bar business. You
to be looking
There goes $100.
to make himself a straight on bottom or a flush.
Lined up behind us, you know. No, we shut it
Heads
down
up.
at 3 o'clock.
Makes a flush. What do you know? Lucky one is the lucky one. Lucky one. Also, Rivers himself, Broadway on top. Lucky one's going to scoop. Pulls out the miracle scoop on the Rivers.
We're bet 150.
Nice to River Gin twice. Play making it 150.
7 goes all in.
Lucky one has nut. And they get in, and Clay getting scooped here. Nut. So while we get this pot shift, I'm going to step out. I'll be right back. Keep it right here.
Now, nice answer.
What?
How do you get one mention?
Ace jack.
That little gutter ball on the river. Well, I know you had a round.
I have a wrap now.
It's been fun watching y'all win some hands. Ice cold right here.
I like to know what that feels like. The first 9 times you know 16.
How much are you coming back in for?
Nobody asked you, Cody.
No one asked.
Nobody invited you into this conversation.
I'm still down.
See, again, nobody asked your opinion.
Still down? I'm in for it, right?
320? 320. 320.
I know, he was worried that the one somebody, they might fall back. Over there. Oh. Just in case they might fall back.
But we'll be hungry again in an hour.
What's the rating?
Huh?
What's the rating?
What'd you give us?
I-
Out of 10. Out of 10.
9.
None?
What about you?
All right, we're good.
It's up there. Long name wasn't
It's a lot
right.
better than Z Long.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
CZ was
Yeah.
on point.
1 check, 2 check,
3 check off.
3 check, 4 check, 5 check. 6 bets 25, 7 fold, 8 fold, 9 fold, 1 fold,
oh, come on.
2 fold, 3
Look
fold,
at this.
4 and 5 fold.
Maybe one of us. Maybe one of us going to play.
How are you to know we're gonna find a way?
Trust me.
That one? Certainly you're gonna.
And that one. Make a bone. That one and that one.
Now he's gonna ask me,
4 check, 5 check,
I mean, he's never low on money.
6 bets 55.
Okay, so it looks like Ryan has 2 boats as I come back here.
5 fold.
That's a lot of boats.
Not saying he doesn't have character, but characteristics.
Clay's got a chance at winning half the pot. Clay's not going to be winning half the pot. 4's full of queens for Ryan. So go with his queens full of 6s full of queens.
That will not be necessary.
Doubt there's much more value to be had. Like
You talking about what
Clay's already in giving up
Oh, do
posture.
that? 6 bets at 125.
That 3rd 4 really awful river as he now loses to any pair in hand. Remember, he can't use that jack to make a full house.
4 fold.
In Omaha. Also river to counterfeit 2 pair on the bottom, which was already drawing dead. Ryan taking this one. Ryan running good here.
No, Jack's still on the top. Jack's still on the top.
Yeah, you're right.
Flop raise is Another graphic that's somewhat busted since there's no pre-flop action.
We're both still stuck.
Not exactly sure what the computer's doing here.
We can't get back until you first score.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Dude, the game started.
Men does it about 3 times a day. Misread it in and backdoor runner.
That's why he's the master.
Two check,
Check it.
3 check, 4 check, 5 check, 6 check, 7 check, 8 check, 9 check, 1 check. Checks around.
I believe Lucky just turns himself 6s full of 10s. If I'm not mistaken.
8 fold. 9
Makes
fold.
it 35. Bottom board. Got some draws. Alfie calling. 10s full of 6s for him as well.
Hey, was that food that good?
Noel calling ace queen jack 3.
It does. It's pretty good.
He's got 2 flush draws on the bottom, gutter on the bottom.
Yeah.
3 flips.
The rice
Not much on the top though.
decent, but everything else is really good.
Spades and clubs on the rivers. Nobody with the spade flush.
5 check.
The club flush is going to come in
7
for,
bet.
we've Noel had it.
Yeah, Zing Long's going out of business.
As
from
the
us.
graphics decide to eat half the boards. Nice job, computer. Nice
Yeah,
job.
very good, Chase.
Can't stand it.
Don't do us no favors.
Can't stand to play once he's up
BYU tied it up.
6 of hearts, 6 of diamonds,
We promised you the 10 of spades is only on one board.
7 of spades.
I had the card to repot it with. But you can call?
5 of clubs, deuce of clubs,
Yeah, I had the card.
7 of diamonds, 10 of clubs, 5 of clubs.
Good job.
No, deuce of clubs, 7 of diamonds,
I got half.
Hey, you
10
won,
of
I won,
clubs.
you won. There we go.
Now we're jack 3 of clubs.
Yeah, I got the flush jack high,
2 6 10s. See, I didn't
6, 10. All right, so you're gonna
Okay,
chop
looks
it.
like we've had a bet and a call.
I'm gonna grab everything in real
Lucky
quick.
one and Noel has the club flush and the
Actually, yeah, you probably said yourself.
10s full of 6s for
You're gonna make him full.
Alfie and Lucky one are going to quarter them.
I would have made more money if you did
I had to
it.
put you on
What the hell,
They
man?
both have the 10-6. They're going to get quartered.
I was thinking about it because I have deep card.
What's even more gross is the case 10 showing up on the river is going to make them both think no one else has 10-6.
And then half.
I did not expect that kind of loose call from seat 5.
Oh, he'll do,
Seat of his pants.
He hasn't won a hand.
he'll do a lot of those. I hope.
He got here 7 minutes ago. What are you talking
I guess you don't ever do loose calls, do you?
Alfie only plays
Never.
by the book.
He only plays by the book,
Yeah.
solid poker,
Yes.
never messes up. That's right. And should be a professional at this point.
I agree, actually.
Me, on the other hand, I fucked up every hand. Call with the wrong cards, fold the wrong cards. Don't make it seem like I'm an arrogant asshole. Live TV. Well, then don't make comments like that. Arrogant asshole.
Yes, we got another bomb pot
Being
going
an
here.
asshole, you say don't make me see Leo come on
never
TV.
denied
That's
it.
all he-
It's okay. It's off camera then. It's true, but don't make it. Yeah.
Stop telling people publicly. This is gonna get out to dozens of people. That's all this interview does.
Hey, we appreciate the dozens of people watching.
4 check. 5 check. 6 check.
Just got the
7
good
check,
stuff.
8 check, 9
Clay,
check, 1 check, and 2 check.
10, 8,
Checks around.
7. Sounds like a flat straight, and I believe it's diamond draw. And 7 pairs.
4 bet 30.
Home plate up with the trip 7s.
5 fold.
Clay also with the trip 7s.
6 full,
making it
7
30.
full, 8 full, 9 full, 2
10 high diamonds.
full, 3 full. Going heads up.
I'll play with the 7 and the
4 check.
9. So 7's full of 9s for him. Looks like he's got the top as well with the queen. Yeah, so makes it 60. Play left with a straight. He also has a 7 which blocks the boat. So he's going to make the call.
7's full on the bottom.
Yeah, the queen's going to be good for up on the top. Play was thinking his straight could be good because there's only 1 7 left, so it's harder for someone to have a boat.
You're running good hands into slightly better hands.
Yeah. I thought my 7 would block it.
Not in this game.
We were so close. We were. I said I'm not even that far ahead. It was so bad. Totally just give me action. Okay, so what he wants is he wants 100 song.
Alright, let's go for it.
Well, because they can't give you out your number.
5 check, 6 check.
And that's them for me to check it out.
3 check. Check around.
Yeah, can I get it? Yes.
Lots of checking. See the 5 pairing on top. The
Yeah, because he said.
bottom board gets straighter. It's Alfie with the case 5,
He's gonna do some business with Chris.
feeling better
7 check, 8 check.
when his trips aren't beat.
45. I don't know, you said a couple.
1 full.
But I know Paul was one.
45 from Alfie with the trips and with the straight on the bottom. He's got the 7-6 straight.
4 full, 5 full, 6 full. 7 full and
How did they let
Lucky one just as straight on the bottom. Lets it go. One-way hands. Alfie taking this one.
this here it is?
If he gets trapped at the top of the key.
I think it was for somebody in Chris's family.
But they had defended really well. And they got down to here with 4 seconds. Like, just make anybody shoot a 3. Whatever happens, don't let these really athletic guys that have been killing you inside all game go one-on-one and get the room. Just don't let that happen.
Lost his
Yeah,
shoe.
they're a bunch of white guys. So they can't do anything.
They can sag the middle.
And on to the next Bomb Pod. Hope you're all enjoying this tonight. Be sure to hit like if you have not done so already.
That's exactly why I think we got a physical team and it's a soft team. The physical team almost always win that round unless the soft team shoots the hell out of the ball.
alright.
Creighton's out 12.
You know what? If you're in the chat, you haven't said anything yet. Say
Arizona
hi.
Long Beach State game is
Who won that first game?
Love to have you here.
Michigan State one?
5 check.
Art draw for Noel.
Think of 2 cards I'd like to have.
Wheel for Ryan.
Check, 9 check. 1 check. 2 check.
Mo's got a 6.
Have, beat, or have we had?
4 pairs. That wheel's going to go flat.
6 check.
Check.
7 check.
Deuce
8
on the
check.
bottom.
9 bet 15. 1
Alfie making it 15. Ace Ace 5-3 is the wheel.
3 bet 105.
And Ace is up. Baker making it 105. He's got 4-3. He's got 4 full of 3. And he's got the 6 high straight. That pot size, almost pot size raise. It's going to go back to Mo. He's got 9963 and he lets it go.
Can we see the rivers over here?
Baker showing the 2 cards that are actually meaningful here. Baker taking that one down. Him and home plate ump are 2 biggest winners. Alfie and Mel also winning here.
This is big for them. Have they ever made the tournament?
But still plenty of poker left to play.
This might be their highest seed, though. I don't remember being
Probably their first ever tournament, right? Well, at least in my.
yeah, in the plans.
So glad you're all with us tonight.
Oh, and one?
You all have any questions about BOMP POTS? Let us know in the chat. Or about poker in general.
Alright, we're good. Got a bet of 5. C6 bet
Hasn't
5.
worked yet. Gotta keep doing it.
Only 1 deuce left for the taking here. 9, 6 deuce, jack deuce deuce.
8 call.
Rainbow board.
Call. 1 call.
Ryan doing the $5 bet from the small blind. Billy with the deuce and a jack.
75.
Deuce is full of jacks. He's going nowhere. He's going to make it 75.
75 is the bet. 3 4.
Baker with too many 6s. He only gets to use 2 of them.
Let's go.
No, they can get in 9, 9, 8, 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Has the open ender
All in.
and has a pair of 9s that are drawing extremely thin.
Well, not really.
This should clear it out to him and Billy. No way is Billy folding here.
That's out. Oh, that's BYU ball.
Vote on one board, pair on the other. There's no way you can let that go.
One chance to tie it up. Oh, they call a foul?
Oh, that's a rough call. Here's your free throw shooter, 94%.
Yeah, this is good.
Billy lets it go!
Might as well show. We're going to see it in 30 minutes. Well, never mind. We're 6 o'clock.
75 from the side.
You can't fold that.
You get 9?
Nice job, Noel.
I had 3 6s in my
Nice job.
flop the 6.
You got a man to fold a boat on a board where
I'm just glad Billy got
he's only losing to Jack Jack.
On the bottom too.
Oh,
I had
Billy.
pocket 9s, and then I had a jack.
Billy had a lot of something on the bottom.
Oh, I have Kansas.
Oh my, that was a big fold.
Damn sure could. Easy.
Well,
not over.
if they had not called that foul, he ties it right there. Only because the cooler's out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If he were in, I would have Kansas.
Yeah, I got them basically losing to Gonzaga in every one of my brackets.
Oh, I hope Gonzaga was.
Alright, we're good.
This board is scoopable. Queen 10, 8, king, queen 10. And lucky one with the set of kings. Kings and queens for home plate up.
5 checks, 6 checks.
King Jack makes a straight now for both boards. As we get a 9 and a 9. We saw 3 of the jacks in Clay's hands, and they're going to
40, sorry.
ends up in the muck. Lucky one, currently with a king high straight on both boards, also has a set of kings on the bottom for backup. Makes it 40. Also the hearts on the top. He's got a lot of scoopability.
4 fold, 5 fold.
8, 7, 5, 5 out of there. Ryan Queen 9, 8, 3. That's going to fold too.
Holding all my outs on each board.
Oh, I held 3.
He's got all of his boat outs on the other board. So lucky one, taking it down with that monster.
I wasn't there. But a lot of ways to get there and using on both boards.
Straight with lots of backup. That seems like a pretty good situation.
First upset of the tournament.
shit, you was on. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna call it Jack on,
7-5-3, Queen Jack 4, hearts on the bottom.
saw that batter, and then decided to sit down.
45?
Any flushes?
4 goes all in.
I bet he's got a flush. Clay's got the king high flush. Also has a 5-minute gutter on the bottom, on the top, and a over pair. Set of jacks for Billy, and the straight on the top. So whopping quite well. Clay moves in over him, and we're gonna get some runouts.
Oh, he tried to get a 4-point play too.
Long board pairs.
He ran into that kid hoping they'd call him going.
Hearts on the bottom. So king high hearts for Clay, and jack high spades for Billy. Complete chop.
They don't let them on the field, bro. They break the camera.
Thought we were pretty slow.
We got a seat open next to them.
I even took a break. I'm breathing.
For sale, though. Yeah,
Thank you, Jeff.
So we'll chop that one, and we'll get on to the next hands here on TCH Live from Austin.
All right, that is my time. You guys have JoJo coming in to take care of you.
First, we're going to have a dealer change, though. We're going to get JoJo in there. Mel going to step out.
He jumping through a guy's line?
Resident reports is set.
Each dealer goes about 2 hours on these streams.
They're waiting for you to burn before they pull the cards back to the red.
All right, so
Thanks, Mel. Phone going off right now.
You're welcome.
Hey, Mel, can you turn that off for now?
So, what do you all think so far? I think we had a pretty busy night of poker already.
Whose phone that is? Whose phone is that?
Hello.
Whose phone is that?
Hi.
Hey, Jojo.
How's everyone? Okay, no,
It might go off in 5 minutes. I don't know.
pardon my phone?
JoJo getting in there. So normally we do bomb pots on dealer changes. Maybe we should do a normal pot on a dealer change because it's all bomb pots. What do you all say?
Mel said something about the burn. Said,
I guess let's do a dealer change bomb pot and then go back to our regular bomb pots.
yeah, they know the,
I did not bet on the horse.
are you in? Alright, everyone's in.
Where's that college located?
What time you guys started?
New York or something? Philadelphia?
I never heard of him until this tournament.
I didn't hear him. I can't even pronounce it.
One more plug. Next month, Poker Atlas Tour heading to Houston, TCH Houston. 16 events, over $1 million in guarantees throughout the middle of April. TexasCardHouse.com or the Poker Atlas app for all the details there, the whole schedule. They got all kinds of games. I think there's a mystery bounty. There's some mixed events in there. Let's try and get out there for some of that. 10-3, 2 spades. King 7-4.
9 checks. 1, 2, 3, check.
The fact that they're in this tournament, they've been a dumpster fire for 20 years.
Imagine the enrollment's relative.
10s and 3s for Clay, tossing the 15 out there. Ryan has 2 sets of kings, so pretty clear call. Queen 10, 8-8 for the ump. Spade draw on top. Got a 10 on both boards. Mo calling. Queen 7-7-6. There's a set there for him. Nut spades for Baker. That's not a spade. Deuce and a 5. Straightens things a little bit. It does give Clay a set of 5s. Potential trouble for him. 7-6 will give Mo an open ender. Clay going all in for 110. 10-5-5-3. He picked up a set on the bottom. 10s and 3s on top. Ryan still has 2 sets. The top board was a total brick. The 5 is slightly annoying, but hey, we can still draw to a boat. And he's going to isolate now. 575, Queen 10, 8-8 in the
All
muck.
right, good luck, guys.
Baker getting out of there with his one-way hands. 10 pairs. Hearts on the bottom. Ryan's got hearts.
If I knew that card was coming on the river, I would have.
King's full. King high hearts.
I wanted 6-8.
Scooper duper for Ryan.
Call so I could.
Wow. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yes, sir.
That kind of day.
Have a good one.
Sounds like Clay's going to call it a day. They played this game 6 hours ago. It wasn't the evening yet. He's going to call it an afternoon, I
I had
guess.
7-4. They came King 7-4. I got King 7-4 in my hand. So I like the bottom board.
6 hour delay.
So I was like, I'm just gonna.
Because hey, you never know when somebody might go into the tank for 6 hours.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
I told you.
And there's some guys, they go into the tank for 20 minutes. They go into the tank for 24 minutes. You know, you never know. Maybe they go into the tank for like 300 minutes.
The game will run just live.
All right. As of right now,
I will never let a tank go 20 minutes at my table. I will be calling clock long before then.
When you win, leave.
Potty mouth is not appreciated.
I'd set it up.
Especially in a timed game. When you're paying an hourly access fee to be in a club like TCH,
Were you calling his all in?
the game plays similarly to where
Or his 105, whatever.
a
it was,
20-minute tank is going to cost you money.
Were you? Who else? Oh, Brad, were you calling the 100? His all in. Okay. Yeah, it was hard to have anything.
all right. Action one.
Got flops. Baker's got a wrap.
9, that's 25.
And Ump and Alfie both have a 7. Alfie has a better 7, and he has a set. Ump, on the other hand, has the open-ended straight flush draw on one board to go with his 7. He's also got a gutter on the bottom. 25 from Alfie. And Ump going to make the call. This could potentially escalate. There's the diamonds, queen of diamonds. Also the 10. Ump is now in, well, he's not in scoop position because the queen paired. So it's deuces full for Alfie.
Illinois, Morehead.
Ump drawing to the straight flush. He still has life.
Carolina at 3.
7's full of 10s. So Alfie going to need a king.
That line move. That Oregon line move.
Ump raising over Alfie's bet. Ump then clicking him. Ump probably thinks that he's in great shape here. And usually he's going to scoop. 8 of diamonds, not going to be the straight flush.
The sharp's going hard.
I'm going to check it now.
I got a boat. I got a
7's full of 10s, flush, deuces full of queens.
Check, check, chop.
All right, we're chopping it up, boys.
Give the man his phone, please.
I get Alfie not firing river.
Everything all right over there? The wife calling? What's going on?
Very much possible for that hand to be scooped. The other 7's probably going to be better.
I did.
And queens are a thing. Bigger pairs are a thing.
Hand him these phones so we can actually turn it off. Well, I'm awake. I'm awake.
Got him in a parlay. You came in a parlay.
All right, but
I think that. I think I picked BYU in my bracket, but in my money,
You got it right, Amanda.
how much you got?
I had Michigan State.
I had Michigan State.
I have Creighton in the points.
250. What do you want to be
They were
listening to?
losing like at halftime, and then they just went.
I had them in the Final Four, by the way. So
Yeah, I have them
250.
in Mexico.
I think I hear KJ engaging in some basketball banter as well, one of our dealers here.
And I just figured they'd kind of make a run from there. But then they might lose today, or maybe they play Clemson.
We're good. Take it back, guys. Appreciate you. Y'all doing a great job.
Basketball, baby. That's why it's amazing.
JoJo gonna give us some flops here.
I know. These guys have been doing it for years. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, check. 9 checks. One bets 40.
Alfie's got a 10, and he's got aces.
2, 3, 4, fold.
So top trips in the gutter.
Fold. 6, 7.
It's Mo making it 40. 10's full of 4s.
8 calls. 9
Pretty
calls.
one-way deal, though. Home plate, I'm calling kings and deuces, so he has 2 sets, but they're on the same board. Alfie called as well. Spades show up, so do the quads.
8, 9 check. 1 check.
Home plate ump with the quad kings.
I mean, not that it's like scary, but. I don't know, like 22 or something?
Mo, 10's full of 4s, holding up. Alfie with ace 10 and aces up on the bottom.
8 bets.
Ump is potting it, 165. Trying to get some value here. Alfie getting out of there. Mo has a one-way hand,
Just shows.
and he just lets it go. We have the 10-4.
Quads.
Oh, and he had
Wow, he has a fleet.
He does have a fleet.
pocket aces.
All right, button's good on 2.
Quads full of deuces, full of quads.
Killing me. No, yeah. This one keeps going on. Here. Give me 1 second. Let me turn this up.
I have a 14 parlay where I took 2 Duquesne in the first win.
I'm turning this off.
Brief pause here while we sort something out.
It's fine, I just turned it off. Hey, guess what, guys? My alarm works. Alright.
Okay, so that was JoJo's alarm. That's what happens.
It's freaking him out. I had the same alarm. So that went off. I'm like, why is my alarm so
I like to look at them and like set my hand up.
What the alarm was set for, who knows? Maybe the alarm was set for you. Hey, time to deal with stream, but you know. We're already there.
We are good. Button is good on 2. Action starts on 3. 3, 4, 5, check. 6, check. 7, 8, 9, check. Check the round. 400 returns.
Set of jacks for lucky.
Put 3, 4, 5, check.
See a heart draw for Billy.
7.
Mo's got a club draw. And 9-5.
Call.
Bucky making it 35 with his jacks
1,
and open ender.
fold, fold, fold.
Mo calling with
5,
his
6,
draws.
fold.
Billy calling.
Max is still firing?
See the river we go. 4 ways.
Action's on 7.
Bottom pair's the 5. King on the top.
Dude, I fired yesterday to try and get
So 5's full of 10s for Alfie. Getting there. And set of jacks will be good for lucky. It's Mo doing the betting. Makes it $100. 5's full of 9s, the inferior boat. Lucky with the set, and the flush is missed, and so he makes the call. Does have an overpair, unlikely to be good on the bottom, but occasionally it
9
is.
calls.
Alfie makes the call as well. Him and Lucky gonna chop Mo up.
5's full of 9s. Set of jack. 10, 5.
Yep, 5's full of 10s and set of jacks.
Yeah, 5 full of 10s. And then he's got second, and that's up top. Set of jack. You can take that back, take that back.
All right, JoJo gonna chop this up. And we'll get on to the next hand. Just a moment.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Any of these basketball games good right now? Looks like Kentucky's getting a run for their money. Now Texas moved on. Good for them. Wonder if NC State keeps the Cinderella run going tonight with Texas Tech. 10th in their conference, and they go dancing. Swipe automatic bids are a good thing.
Actions on 4, 4, 5 check.
Definitely keeps the drama
Bets
factor.
15. Fold.
Ryan flopping the nut club draw. Also a 10 makes it 15. Billy dominated club draw. And a jack. Taking the call. Allen has jack deuce, and he's got a queen, and he's got a dominated club draw. I'll be surprised if the flush comes up on the top. Queen and the hearts come in on the bottom. Nobody's got hearts though. Jackson 8s for Billy on the bottom. Allen with the only queen.
6 folds. Actions back to 2.
Our new player in seat 4. Allen's bet good enough to take the entire pot.
Alright, button number 4.
Welcome to the game.
Exactly. I'm the first
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Brad, you alright? I'm tired.
Play Falcon Head lately? Falcon Head? Oh my god. Best shape I've seen it in. Greens were a touch slow, but man, it looked phenomenal. Everything was in really, 2 boxes, a few of them, but I mean, it was a really good trick.
4 more cards going to every player. If you're just joining us, you're not familiar with these BOMP pots. Everyone puts $5 in. Everyone gets 4 cards. We go to the flops. There's 2 of them. Best hands on each board will end up winning half the pot if we get the showdown.
Alright, actions on 5.
Probably bet.
5's got a bet?
Broadway for Noel.
Yeah.
Man, what the hell is happening?
Way
I'd
out.
like to shut this down now. He doesn't really have a lot to go with this hand.
It did start raining.
Just the Broadway.
Twilight zone here.
Alfie with the bottom end of the straight and nothing else. He has to fold. Oh, it's a set of queens on both sides. I don't think he's folding.
One is always
I was going to put the remainder of his money in the middle.
looking at 125. That's a call on the last part.
Noel going to call. Noel in pretty bad shape here, actually, with the Broadway.
Good. No, I do not.
Mo pairs the board. Noel's toast. Not yet. And chop it up. Broadway's going to hold for half the pot.
And a set of queens.
Oh, Mo's got queen. I thought you were saying he's got it.
Mo is free rolling him on the turn. Noel had no path to winning the top board.
He's got the only stick out.
But
You win.
Mo could have won the top board. Or the bottom board. Let me try that again. Mo is
Using his image, man.
going to win the top board. Noah had no path to winning the top
Ran into the
board.
one hand that could call him.
That's the only hand that can call. Fold. Hey.
Noah was ahead on the bottom, but Mo potentially could have beat him.
I could have. You beat now. Hey, it's not a position to play something.
Yeah.
I just want to do something here.
Quarter, he could have got his ass.
All right, I'll bet 5 again. It's just been working, Billy. You want to go ahead and put your pot out there? You want to go ahead and pot it for us?
One's on 5, 6 is
No one worry about
5.
potting it over there,
Every
Billy.
time
Billy's
I
got
go
you covered.
blind 5.
Billy's 3 times in a row, I think. You got scooped on the last one, I think. Or you folded. That's right. That's right. Couldn't happen to her nicer
We're
guy.
good, guys. All right. 6 is betting $5. Asher's gonna be on 7. Woo!
All me.
I have a $5 hand, so that works out.
Play
Good,
7,
good.
8
Welcome to the
call.
party.
When Billy pots it,
Ryan doing his standard
I'm in the same boat.
$5 in the small blinds. I'm always checking dark in the small blinds. I'm never looking to just bet into even players like this.
The one time I put it on a T-fer. We did it, everybody. We did it.
And 5
We have
call.
survived.
Ump with a bunch of outs on the bottom, aces up on the top. Set of aces for no.
Actually,
No,
send the
excuse
kids to
me.
college, in the right way.
Spades come in on top, queen pairs on the bottom.
6 check.
Oh.
Nobody has a queen.
Now we're
That's suspiciously suspicious.
Lucky has the nuts spades.
I could be wrong here, but I don't know.
Bets
if I
$5.
I've got an out.
Ryan calling with repair.
I'm checking in the dark.
6 checks.
Diamonds on the bottom. And Ump has the diamonds. Those will be good for half.
7
Nuts spades good for Lucky on the top.
8 call.
Who makes it 35. Ump calls him. No, a set of aces.
Was this 8
That's
for you
the
in
way to
live?
go.
Have an out?
5 folds.
Ryan also folds.
Oh,
Chop
good,
this one
good,
up.
good.
Alright, diamonds. And spades. That's spades.
4 had some outs. To be specific, it had 2.
I wish you would hit that before.
I see Larry looking to check his points. This stream doesn't have the points tonight. If anyone has the points, it's the Houston stream that's also airing on this channel right now. Houston's airing a 1-3 Hold'em game. We're airing a bomb pot game here from Austin. Little change of pace for us. And hope you're enjoying it. Hope everyone's enjoying it. Hit like if you're enjoying it. Like it if you like it.
Reasonably, I could make a call versus immediately having to fold. You're like, fuck.
Well, the 5 gave me a chance to look at something with my pocket aces.
But I mean, like, I almost bet 25, but she can call that too. And now I've got to make a much harder decision.
In the chat, if you played bomb pots, tell us about your bomb pot experiences. Let us know. We're curious. You play them here, you play them someplace else.
Button is good on 6.
Some of my biggest pots I've ever played have been bomb pots.
Action 7 check. 8, 9 check.
No one over there does that.
Check the ram. The turn.
Check through, even before the cards scan. Bottom pair's the 8. Anyone have the 8?
7, 8 check.
Lucky has the 8.
1, 2 check. Check the ram.
You're checking through again. Checking through before you can even read the hands. Bottom, the top puts forward a wheel. Clubs show up on the bottom. And 8's full of queens for Lucky on the bottom. Noel has turned this, has rivered the 6 high straight on the top. That'll be the nuts on top. They'll chop it if we get to showdown. 25 from Lucky. Alfie calls with the jack high clubs.
2, 3.
Mo calls with the, I don't know what. The wheel. He's got a wheel.
4 calls.
Someone folds.
In case somebody's lying, I want to raise 25.
6-5 folds.
5 raises to
What a bold play.
6
No,
folds.
Noel has the 6-5. And he min clicks it. He clicks it up to 50. See if he can keep it multi-way with this size. See what Lucky does. With Lucky having the only 8 in the deck, he could potentially go for a raise here. 8's full of queens for him. Lucky's thinking about it. You can never fold here. He makes the call.
9 calls.
Just calls. You'd love to get called in another spot and it stays multi-way and we keep printing money. Mo calls with the wheel. There's like nothing's happened until the river. And then Allen makes the call 10-7-6-3 is 10 high clubs, which will be trash. Noel and Lucky going to chop this one up.
I actually thought pocket queens were what happened.
Kenny says he gets here, TCH Austin, for the BOMP podcast games. I'm sure I've seen you at the table every now and then. And Eric's enjoying this. Clayton's enjoying this. Hoping to change it up a little bit. I mean, Hold'em you can find anywhere. Double board BOMP pots. Where else can you find double board BOMP pots on stream?
You're like, please someone have clubs. That's like the winner.
Oh, because I didn't even see the name. I pulled the clubs, so I didn't see that.
On the Hold'em streams, we do them every half hour.
Well, look what just happened here. I can't vote for it. Second best, yeah.
It's like, well, what if we just did all BOMP pots? And as Kenny alluded to, we do spread an all BOMP pot game at TCH Austin. We spread anything if you get enough players. I mean, we got a no-limit deuce game going here surprisingly often.
5-6, and I got quartered. I get my money.
See, in this scenario,
Just a matter of having players. If people want to play BOMP pots, we play BOMP pots.
Well, if you repot it, I'm calling you.
It's like, well, BOMP pots, there's,
good to know. Noted.
Well, no, I mean, because
and there's the rounds of BOMP pots around the PLO. Glad you're enjoying the commentary, Eric. Those of you who don't know me, I am William Waddy, the New York Knit around here. Badugi, yeah, Badugi. That's a very tilting game for me. That is an extremely tilting game. For some reason, getting sucked out on feels worse when it's a draw game. I don't know why. Like it's like a 3-outer. Like it feels worse in a draw game. I don't know why. I was playing a tournament just last month. Like I make final table. I make a like a 65 Badugi, and my guy hits a 3-outer on the river to make a better 6 than me, and I lose. Do we finally have betting here? Baker is betting 45. He's got a really good Badugi. He's got a 6 Badugi. Speak of the devil. He's also got a straight. He's swapped the straight on the top, and
Switch your image up.
he's in the field. Alfie's going to call. He's got the. He's got a draw. He doesn't have Broadway. Remember, you need to use 2 cards to make the.
well, I got that.
Yeah, to make the straight, and we're going to chop it up. He says he's going to chop it up. Baker's got the straight. Who has a pair? Well, Ace 8 would actually be. No, he's got a 5. Alfie's got a 5. Well, no, never mind. Forget everything I said. Alfie actually has Ace 10, and he has Broadway. There was a misread. No, Kenny, that guy actually patted and then he broke when I patted with my 6. So Bajuki's a game where you want 4 cards, different suits, no pairs, all low. So 6, 4, 3, ace, like rainbow, like we saw that one guy had just now. That's a like that's actually a pretty good Bajuki. Eric mentioning the deuce to 7. Yeah, that's a good game.
How do you feel about me making fun of the way you play?
Yeah.
Back to hockey. No, it's a genuine question.
Yeah, like the ace 8 would have been good for the bottom 2, but like putting money in with that hand's made less sense. But like in particular, like seats 1 and 2, seats 9 and 8 tend to get crossed up more often because of whatever scanner picks it up first. The scanners aren't always that smart. Alfie has too many 10s. He has a set, but he has no chance of making points.
6, 7, check, 8 bets, 15.
I'm betting his button 15's ours, ace jack 5, 3. That's a wrap and a gutter.
I don't know if anybody's believing that with the weather this morning.
Alfie clicking it to 40. 10, 10, 10, 7. Spade draw on the bottom, so actually gets it done. He's got trips, he gets it done.
3 10s.
Yeah, so I was just going to say, I mean, you could even go bigger if you're Alfie there. Like you want to maybe go full pot to maximize the chance you clear it out. You would really love if you could get rid of jack high spades when you have the 10 high spades.
Shuffling those guys right in there.
On to the next bomb pot.
Derek, is your boy still playing for the Rockets G League team?
Yes.
How's he doing?
Middling opponent. They have.
All right, we're all good. He had a good preseason, man, when they gave him a chance to play.
He's just on such a young team. It's not great for him.
Right, because they're not going to, I mean, they're playing all their young guys.
Right. And even
The bomb pots really became big around here when some bloggers had come around and they were doing bomb pots, and so they brought the bomb pots here, and then
They would have had him with the young
we don't really need any excuse to have a lot of action here in Texas, so
10 years.
the bomb pots stuck, and then they just sort of snowballed into where we do a lot of bomb pots here in Austin. You see a couple of paired boards. Here we go. Noel and Ryan both having a 10. I don't see a 7 in anyone's hands.
OKC did a pretty good job.
Ryan betting the 15. Has
Houston has struggled with that a little
an
bit.
ace, and he has a 4.
Is Jalen Green really a star or not?
Diamonds come in. Diamonds are a possibility. Nobody has diamonds.
Right, but like in 2 years, they're going to have to
We'll
pay
check.
3 of those guys.
Not a lot of spice
If
on
you're
these
wrong about
boards.
any of them being the guy, you're pretty much screwed for the next 5 years.
Looks to be scooping
Not just
here.
saying Goons. That's the guy you pay. Extend him right now.
6 check.
For $22 million. Save all the money.
River Broadway on top.
3 times that. That's right.
Neither of these 10s has a helper. Pretty weak trips, actually. Yeah, Ryan has bad trips and he has nothing on the bottom. This is probably a fold, and it should be a fold.
I'll give it to you, sir.
Backdoor showed up as well as boot. It's not a good situation. Turns over a hand that was going to be scooping anyway.
Every veteran guard would want to
I
sign
had
with
10.
that team. Like,
I had no pair on
Lillard
top.
would be like, I'll take $2 million. Let me just come. It's fine.
I almost continued on the turn. Too. I had to open it on the bottom. But
I did too.
I gave myself 10-8. 10-8, right? 10-8. Push the 9 on the turn on the bottom.
right, here comes some flops.
Two check, four check, 5, 6 check, 7 betting 20, 8 call.
There we go. Nice technical foul.
One call, 2, 3, 4 fold. 5 calls, 6 fold. We have 5 players.
Don't have graphics caught up yet. Looks like we're going 5 ways.
5.
Figure out who has what in a moment. I think the minimum to continue is probably a flush. Nuts, spades for Lucky.
8 calls.
Nobody actually has the heart flush.
Looking at that 37% full leg.
Lucky me at 35. I'm calling. Ace, queen, jack, 7. Inferior spades. Alfie calling. He's got the dry ace and he has a set of 3s. King on the top is good for half at the moment.
Alan?
4 and 7 on the end. Ace, king will be good for the top. Spades on the bottom. Another spot where Lucky can bet
That's 80.
with the absolute comfort of knowing he's getting that money back and then some.
3 of us were fishing that was like 30 people. The other guys was throwing up.
Makes it 80.
Dude, we caught, that was the only time I ever fished for $1 million. But that's all.
Ump would be calling for half.
Caught like 30 of them.
All he has on top is a 7.
3 at a time.
Lets it go. Second nuts, still, you know, not an easy fold for some people, and Alfie
7, but you lose.
with a somewhat easier fold.
Even though he's a
Just the king on a flush board. Does block the nuts, but I mean, how much do blockers actually count for in a bomb pot?
I mean, he knows that straight. Oh, okay.
One person without a hard time getting them.
So we get on to the next hand.
It's on the stream.
What's your name?
Sorry, JoJo.
You been a manager since the 90s?
Good. All right. Action.
Queen 8, deuce 8, king 8, 7.
4, 5, 6 check. 7, 8, 9 check.
Brad, you made your name masturbator for me. I thought you were joking.
One is all in.
My last name's Baker.
All right.
I see the Baker now. Yeah.
Doing some betting here. He's got 8s and 7s. Puts his remaining 40 in.
5, 6, 7 folds. 8 fold, 9 fold. Look at that. Your winner, sir. Respect.
Gets it through.
The button moves it through.
Nobody eager to see 4 more cards.
If we're doing well, we'll go for grand. Morehead State up 9-0. There we go. Get my eye. Break the seal. Making a comeback. You? No. I said they're making a comeback. They just made it 3 times.
Yeah, Ryan, it's supposed to be one word.
Bobby Knight yelled at me.
That's fun.
My sister was asking, how many timeouts we have? I go, 2. Everybody agreed at the table, 2. He comes over there, pounds it right at me. Everybody says, oh, you got 2.
Dude, you did everything right. It just didn't scan. No.
Almost let me get there.
King 3 deuce rainbow and ace 6 5 rainbow.
4 check, 5 check, 6, 7, 8, 9 check. 1 check. 2 is bet 45, that's equal.
All right, Billy doing the betting here. 6 5 4 deuce. 2 pair on one side. Wrap
KJ,
on
I got McNeese.
the other.
That's my biggest. That's my biggest.
Oh yeah, I thought McNeese too, but I'm just a homer though for McNeese.
Alan's got aces and fives.
Actually, 5.
Also has the gutter. Makes the call.
It's a 4 seed.
No
5 calls.
aces and sixes and a king.
Our brain's not
9
working.
calls, 4 fold. All right, 3 players.
The 3 of them will go to the turns.
But they're a 13 seed.
9 and a 3. The 4 deuce
4 check.
does make the wheel now for Billy.
They're playing.
Actually playing the 6 high straight
Check.
on that board. Kings and 9s for Noel on the top board. Helpful for him.
McNeese is playing Gonzaga. That's 12.
That's what it is. There you go.
Gonzaga?
Billy making it 100. He's got that wrap. He's got the diamonds that are still live there. Probably where Allen finds the exit. Gutter on one board. 2 pair on the other. And he's going to stick around.
Oh, no, it was Sanford over Kansas. That's my biggest upset.
Noel, 2 pair on both boards, can probably call regardless of what Allen does.
The fact that I can say out loud I'm picking Sanford over Kansas is incredible.
Millions of viewers.
No, I'm fine it wrong. But like, in your wildest dreams, in the history
Does make
of
the call.
college basketball, when would you have ever had someone say, I'm picking Sanford over Kansas and not think that they're just joining?
So I'm assuming you hammered points. You're that confident they're going to win outright. Why not take the 15 points?
No, because I'm getting like,
Top board feels better for him than the bottom, but also pretty vulnerable.
not the cover, but the win. You're getting a stupid amount.
A lot of cards you don't want to see on the top board.
It kept moving. No, it's actually.
Get up and table 9.
These number of cards you don't want to see on the bottom either. But we don't want to see another small card on the bottom unless it's a 6.
And look, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Does make the call. 480 in the middle as we go to the river 3 ways. Less than half pot behind.
So you just want to keep it on there until
Jack and a 10. Pretty harmless rivers. So Billy's 6 high straight going to be good on bottom. And actually Allen does hit a gut shot. Allen now making the king high straight and the nuts. Tosses his remaining 65
4 bet
in.
75.
Also picks up a better 2 pair on the bottom. So he's probably thinking once in a while this is good. Noel can't really think that the jack changed anything.
5 calls, 75.
Takes the call.
Alright, showdown.
Billy also
10
calls.
up top for
He'll be happy to see he's not quartered.
and then 2 pair aces and 10s.
It's usually what we're fearing with a straight.
Wow. 10s, straight.
Billy and Allen gonna chop Noel up.
Yeah, straight over here. 4 deuce, straight to the 6. You take that back, take that back.
You got the 6, you got the 6.
Represent, KJ. Come on, man.
Button moves to 4. Thank you, sir.
Not enough, apparently.
We'll get on to the next hands.
Oh, just like I thought. Not worth the shit. I got pissed. Once they moved to small falls, they moved to small falls.
Another promo here at TCH Austin, the early bird
As
rewards.
soon as that happened, I knew
Checked in and playing
because I was on them.
at these times.
I was probably going to have about
You get $25 in rewards, 5:30, 7:30, 9:30 in the morning.
I had 11 pounds. No, ain't no 50.
TexasCardHouse.com for all the details on all the promos.
We had 16 pounds last night in the jackpot and made $1,000 last night. Yesterday evening.
We are good, gentlemen.
You'd have to get one of those rivers like the Guadalupe or something like that. Yeah, somewhere gets a little shallow.
9-5 deuce rainbow,
Action 5.
7-4-4 rainbow.
5, 6, check. 7, 8, 9, check. 1, 2, 3, check.
Oh,
4, pump fakes.
almost
to,
checked.
I know, I was going
15.
to say, that was
Alan's got the boat,
No, you're good, you're good.
also has a 9,
Alright, 4, that's 15, 5
Need it.
calls, 6, 7, 8 fold, 9
25,
fold, 1 fold,
or 15 rather.
2, 3, call.
Let's see,
Alright,
Noel's got an overpair with his 10s. Alfie, 9-5-3 deuce, that's 2 pair. Another diamond on top, another club on bottom.
9, check. 2, check.
So Alfie's got the best diamond draw. Baker has 2 aces.
5, call.
Alan makes it 50 with his 4s full of 7s. 9s and 7s for him on top. Good for a $50 bet. Seems like a good bet. Noel calls. 10, 9, 6, the pair, and I think there's a gut shot on both boards for him as well. They're going to go heads up to the rivers.
Yeah, but some of them have just the little yellow
Noel
accents, but some of them have
has a little shot at this if he hits the right card. The deuce will give him 10s and deuces, which will be the better 2 pair.
4, check. We got showing a
Bottom paired,
7s,
bottom board pairs.
showing 10s, and deuces.
Noel makes trips that are no good. 4s full of 7s still good. Shop that one.
Alright, button is good on 5. Yep. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Alright, I believe Alan is out this hand, C4 is out. Button's good on 5. Correct. 6 is betting 5 in the dark. Action's going to be on 7.
let's put it on a tee for you, brother.
We good? Everyone's good. Got 5.
Here comes some more flops.
Play. Action's going to be on 7.
Hearts and wheel cards. Diamonds and middle cards.
7, 8 call. 7 call.
High diamonds looks to be the best diamonds.
5 call.
Alfie with a jack high heart draw. Don't think anyone has the wheel yet. See a set of 3s. Cards are coming the wrong way for the flushes. Red cards at a premium around here.
6 check.
Open ender for Ryan on the bottom board with the jack 10.
7 bets. 20.
Jack high diamonds possible on both boards. Lucky making it 20. Jack 8, 7, 5 is a straight on bottom. Very vulnerable straight. 8s and 5s on top. Ump making it 130. 10, 6, 3, 3. Open ends are on top, set on the bottom. Those diamonds find the muck. I think Lucky is going to be right behind him.
Remember earlier when I bought you that mint?
The straight is not the nut straight,
You're supposed to tell me.
and any red card is going to be pretty disgusting for him. So he folds. Takes it. Shows it. Doesn't have to show, but he's showing. Keeping the game nice and friendly.
You said pay first. I almost called. I'd have damage to our
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. Thank you very much.
You just check and you got 75 or whatever.
Oh, I said money. It's too small. I can call. I have one of those straights, but
And they're delicious too.
the black card comes, then it's hard not to call that last bet.
I knew my dad was diamond.
Cool. We're good, guys. Action's going to begin at 7. Seven, 8, 9 check. One bet's 40.
9s and 8s for Lucky. Mo making it 40. Queen 10, 9, 7. Straight on the bottom board with some backup.
7 folds, 8 calls.
Hump's got Jackson 5, Sydney's got aces. Alfie just with bottom set on one board, lets it go. Saving himself a headache, especially when the diamond hits it. And he would have turned the other side. That was fun.
1 is all in for 20 more. Good luck.
Mo moves in, picks up an open ender, not an open ender. Picks something up on the top board. He picks up a 9.
Alright, showdown.
9 and a 7. And I think Mo's got this. I think Mo's got the scoop.
Got aces.
Straight to the 10 on bottom. And
Straight on the bottom here to the 10.
queens and 9s on top, I think.
9s. Those 9s are good.
Oh, shoot the scoop. Yeah, please.
Queens and 9s.
Good day, Mo.
Alright, button.
So, Mo gonna double.
7. Thanks, bud.
Getting closer to even. Up and down night for him. Home plate ump, our big winner. Master Baker and Alfie on pretty solid footing.
I guess Alfredo.
Haven't had a ton of chaos. I think part of it's the players playing pretty smart. I do think that we haven't had too many cooler scenarios where like you're just on the hook for everything. Think like a spot where there's like 2 exact cards that scoop you, or even like 3 exact cards they have to scoop you, and they have it. Haven't seen anything like that yet.
Hey, check.
Look for diamonds and clubs.
2, 3, check.
It's with the takeout order. I'll be here in about an hour.
Mo with the straight flush gutter that will come, and the baby diamonds.
I'll give it a little wash after this. 5 calls, 6 fold. 7 calls.
Noel's got a set of aces.
8 fold. 20, 20, 20, 1 call, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 players.
9s and 5s for Lucky. Mo with the 8 high diamonds. Allen the 9 high. 3 of hearts, deuce of clubs. Clubs do come in. Mo with the only club flush. So Mo's there.
4 check.
Nothing really for him on the top, though.
Oh, I thought you were gonna flush your off.
5 bets, 50.
Noel makes it 50 with the set of aces. Just the set of aces. This is a pretty adventurous bet. Especially when he has one less boat out on the board where he actually has something. He's got a 10. There's a 10 on the board. Harder to pair a 10. Also a 5 is sitting on the board. Lucky calling. 9s and 5s. And the 9 high heart draw on top. Also the wheel. He did turn a wheel. I just caught that. Here come the rivers 3 ways.
Big. That's one. Come on.
King of spades, 5 of clubs,
1 check.
5 pairs, and lucky one going to scoop, it looks like.
75.
5s full of 9s on the bottom, wheel on the top. It's Noah moving on for 75. Has his hand scanned correctly? No, he rivered trips, so maybe he thinks he's good enough or he's just committed anyway. Lucky one calls him.
We gotta straighten the boat.
Got both skis. 5's full of 9s, and then the US skis.
Lucky one gonna scoop him.
Trying to lure you, like, come on, Mo, come with me, baby, come on. Don't forget that mint I gave you, man. Come on. What? This mint is not paying off at all, by the way. Oh, okay, so I have to give you mints. You give him 2 rebates and you paid for lunch, but I gotta give you another mint? You kidding me? You know what? Here, yep, here you go, Brad. Take the mint. Take the mint. Here's the second mint. That's for Brad. He needs both the mints.
What's that? Let me get reds.
We're throwing mints now. It's a food fight.
Yeah, let me get reds.
Let's go. How much you have? 3. Yes, 300.
Looks like Noel going to reload.
All right. Brad, you want a little what, right?
Mine was capped at 500. I don't think this is a matchless stack. I think this is a hard 500. Not that these pots have really escalated a whole lot. Pretty solid bomb pot play on display tonight. You want to get a better feel for how to navigate some of these. Keep it tuned here. Hit that like button as well. See if we do more of these in the future. Trying to get a little more variety here as you get players interested in doing more than just hold'em. As the table becomes capable of doing more than just hold'em.
Yeah, he was on a good team, but he couldn't shoot, so our matchups on just fucking up.
Maybe you're thinking of playing that WSOP event this year where it's the rounds of each with a bomb pot every orbit.
Oh, they can have
Probably good to brush up on your bomb pots for that reason.
I have them in the Final Four and I don't love it. Like, I don't love it. I just
2, 3, 4, fold.
Mo with the set of aces this time.
There's his root.
Backdoor diamonds.
Connecticut's really I think the strongest team, but they're in the toughest bracket.
Only Noel calls he's got a
1, 2,
set of 5, set over set.
4 of those.
Sorry about this board glitching here, these graphics. I think they're sorting it out. Mo puts the rest of it in.
I really like them too.
They're fixing it. Obviously, there's only one ace of clubs. There we go. And Mo's ahead right now. Aces and aces, I think.
Oh,
Got
never mind.
aces
That's
full of-
Illinois. Never mind.
Aces full of kings, and then
Wrong three. I have no confidence in the Big Ten.
Right here.
aces is still good.
Aces full of kings, pair of aces.
Four seed. Duke is the one Houston.
Swooper duper for Mo. Hanging around on that bullet.
All right, button moves to 9.
Oh, Queen, baby, Queen!
Yeah, the only games they got Duke and probably Kentucky. And if anyone upsets Kentucky, then
That's better than the same boat.
no. They score 100 a game, but they can light it up.
Well, yeah.
They don't really have a good defense, but they're always like that.
Yeah, I agree.
They ain't scoring 100 against Houston.
Well, that's for sure. But that's, I mean, we've seen before the good defensive teams that had that one bad shooting game and they're done. Wisconsin, Virginia, like over. But if they string together 5 games, they're national champions. So.
But I don't like right now, a lot of these leagues won't sell the latest matchups because they're selling their own brand.
You know what? You could be a 500 NFL team, and if you string together 4 wins, you're the world champion. So there's that.
And all gone now.
Wash, JoJo. You're doing a terrific job.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
Jojo, you were doing a really good job.
Story of Eli Manning's life.
1,
See,
2,
now
check.
for the wash, you screwed it up. Can I get a wash after this hand?
Set of jacks for Baker.
You need it unwashed.
9s for Allen.
That's my buy-in, sir.
45 to play. Actually,
And he's got something going on the bottom too. He's got to make the call.
9 call. Okay. 3 players.
Rack for Alfie. 2 pair on the top for Alfie. That's a straightener and that's a board pair.
How do they talk on the phone?
Jacks full of 6s for Baker. And Allen still has the set of 9s.
Who was it? Nixon? Was it Nixon the president? I think whoever the president was, they had him on the telephone talking to those guys, like videoing Nixon on a
Alfie
telephone.
picks up 2 pair.
The guys on the
Don't know that he's going to love it, especially with the wrap
when they didn't have
going away on the bottom as far as being a nut potential.
This one's the little buggy. They saved it, they took it down there on that stage.
How does it fit?
I think I'm getting suckered in because that new Ghost Bush is
4 folds.
good.
Allen releases the set.
And the last 2 were
9
terrible.
folds. Pot forward to
That one
3.
was
Alfie's out of there 2. Baker taking this one.
better than getting catfish by
I'm gonna show the jacks. All the
Button's
blockers.
good on 1.
I wish we had Winter Showdown statistics, assuming they actually work.
Thank you, sir.
And would love to see
the blockers.
precise numbers. It doesn't feel like we're getting to Showdown all that often. Forget raise first in because that's not a thing in a bomb pot. Don't know why the computer wants to
You did. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
show us that number.
I just tipped it. I even asked to make sure.
We're good. All right, 2-3 check.
Allen with a set of aces and nut club draw on the bottom. Scoop ability for him.
No way. No,
Okay, look,
absolutely not.
it's $10. That's
Misclick. Apparent misclick.
That
Here's
was
an asterisk on this hand now.
10, 5, 6, 7, 8 call.
No straight draws.
Just a tad bit late with the
I feel bad because he's clearly trying to bet
Queens
20
and
and the
nines
chips
makes
fell
a
behind.
call.
So then you're like,
9, 1, 2, 3.
Lucky with an open-ender is calling. Everyone's calling. Lots of calls.
you were only
Call,
going
call,
10.
call,
10.
call. Ooh, open-ended straight flush draw for ump.
I feel great about it. We ain't got enough chips.
Top players.
Clubs show up on the bottom, so nut flush for Allen.
Is that just 25 or?
And Noel turns the nut straight on top of the 8-6. Allen going to be looking to pair the board. Allen spills some more chips out, 75.
All in.
Ryan all in. Unfortunate timing for him.
All right. 6, 7, 8 fold.
Queens and nines for Ryan on the bottom.
All right. Good luck, guys.
Never mind. That graphic was wrong. Allen calling though, their heads up. And the top board does not pair. Either of them have diamonds. The 8-6 will be good for Noel for half the pot. And oh wow, he got there on the bottom. 5's full of 3s. That's a scoop on the ends.
Oh, wow.
Nice river, Noel. 5's full of 3s. Straight to the 9. Poor Allen, he had the entire world on the flop.
Well, you were pretty lucky.
The whole world.
I'm up there talking about good thing that board.
Hell, I folded.
Well, he hit the last 5. I just went up here.
195. It was 195, yeah.
Only for it to go away.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
I need a little return on my funds.
Button is good
A while
on
ago.
2.
Hey, there were 2 3s left, too.
See, that wash has been completely bullshit. Completely bullshit, that wash.
I didn't see the 5
I
on
only
the
did it
bottom
because he asked me. That's
I know.
on the river, so that's when I finally did see it. I was like, hey, wait a minute. I got a boat on the bottom.
Yeah, by the way, I didn't see it either. I didn't see it at all. I completely missed it. I just saw flush and say, oh man, he dodged the board pair.
It's flushing his ace.
Yeah, he dodged the board pair.
No, you're like, you didn't get scooped.
I was honestly, I was looking at his cards and I was going, okay,
Well, I
thank
did
God
say-
he's got
Probably
some
the
flush on the bottom.
spiciest hand we've had so far.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, okay, he's got the bottom. I got the
That's the thing with the bomb pots. Like sometimes you get focused on one set of outs that you completely don't realize that you got there a different way.
Let's see the rivers. Don't do that. I got both.
yeah, that case.
We good.
On to the next one. See who gets a set of aces this time. They seem to be making the rounds.
No, I was saying, I know you don't
Wow, no ace on the board this time.
3, 4, 5, check.
because I have the only 10. If I have the only 10, then I have to go figure you how much you can hand over there. But you just sent me to dinner with no money.
It's Ryan with top set,
One
queens.
draw. What you saying, Elvis? What does he always say?
I had the tight hand. With
Yeah, get in there if you're chasing.
Alfie calling with nut club draw.
2, 3, 4, 5 fold.
Mo's got pair and wrap stuff on both boards. That's a pretty interesting holding for him.
There's a clear inference.
Queens and yeah, set of queens and then wraps and pairs. Flush draw for Alfie. That's not his club. There's an ace. Alfie picking up an ace on the bottom as well as a gut shot.
6 bets. 1 undo.
Brian going for $100, holding now second set. Mo did make a straight on the top board. Straight to the 10.
Brad, we have our first tournament this weekend. I picked you, which is going to be one of the better ones I've ever had. Really? We're playing Tim Duncan and Bruce Bowen's kids' team.
Alfie making the call.
Like, I don't.
Mo gonna put the rest of his money in.
They're good. And those players
Currently has the nuts on one board. Does have potential on the other side with the open ender.
I want to win just so I can say that I beat those players. 5 years
That'll
from
be
now,
a dead raise
Since
since it's
still got side action.
not at least twice. So we go 3 ways to the river. There'll be a side pot between Ryan and Alfie. Mo can potentially win $600 here. Got a hold on the top, get there on the bottom. That looks like a hold. And the Jack of Hearts is going to get him there on the bottom.
Last week she told me that she thought
9 check.
He's got a straight to the queen.
Showing nuts up top. Set of queens.
Jack 10, 9, 8. You have a straight to the queen. You have a straight to the 10. You have a straight to the queen.
Oh, I should have 10. My bad. Sorry. You said 10. My bad.
He made 2 pair. He made 2 pair. He didn't realize he made the straight. He also made 2 pair. He made a lot of things. Lucky for him, he made the straight because the 2 pair wasn't going to cut it.
Button is
The important thing is, Mo doubles up. And the side pot was dry.
super. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Good for Mo.
Good on.
As we get into the last hour here,
Yeah.
our PLO double board bomb pot stream.
I'm just calling for more money, and I'm not gonna go heads up. Make them leave. Stop right there. 2 cards.
So glad to have all of you here. Of course, YouTube and X/Twitter.
I was hoping Mo was on cards and gonna fold that.
Ah, we're good, guys.
Like it if you like it. Allen with the set of aces.
4 bets 15.
Gut shot on the top for him. Noel flopping the straight on the top.
Yeah, really.
Gutter on the
5
bottom.
calls, 6, 7 fold.
Calling Allen's 15.
1 call, 2, 3 fold. We have 5 players.
Ump calls with Ace Jack 8, 6. Parent back doors on both sides. Alfie, the Broadway wrap. Interesting turns there. Another club, so I'm picking up the club draw. And Alfie getting there with Broadway on the bottom. Allen putting his remaining money in.
5 calls.
Allen making the wheel that is no good because the 7 high straight is there for Noel. Allen going to have to pair the bottom board to get half. I'm not interested in club hunting. Noel's got the only heart draw, so he still has some scoop potential. Alfie gonna put it in. He's got to know he's dead on the top board. This is probably an unnecessary raise.
Wow.
I like it. It is what it is. Wow. He's all in for 405.
There's no money in the side pot.
1 fold.
Mo, Queen 10, 9, 8.
All in. All right. All in and a call. I'm going to bring 75 for now.
What's it out of there? As he should get out of there. And then Noel calling, so there is going to be a side pot between him and Alfie.
They're on the side.
Straight over there.
When I saw the 9s, I was curious.
Pair the board.
Noel free rolling this.
That's what made me look.
Kabang, kabong.
The 6 pairs, he has 6 full of 4s. 6 is full of 4s, and then the bottom 7 of hearts gives him the flush.
Oh, I got a boat. Never mind. I got a boat.
Yeah, you got a boat and you got a flush.
Sorry.
And once again, Alan's going to watch a set of aces go down in flames.
Yeah, you got,
Not to mention drawing dead and getting there with the straight on the other side.
I don't think he has left.
Huge scoop for Noah. We're going to get this pot sorted out here. Get the bill for the side pot. Our biggest pot of the night is going to go Noel's way, finding another very lucky run out.
What do you think?
River Gin
When
twice.
you said pair the board, I thought I was dying dead on the top, and they all were like, oh, wait a minute, you got the top boat.
Yeah, you said pair the board. You didn't say which one. That was your mistake.
So I thought I got screwed with the best possible hand in this.
Just how bomb pots will go sometimes. And so Noel getting himself out of the hole.
It all happened after the wash.
My fault.
Blame the wash.
My hand too. What the hell?
That's superstitious stuff, I think.
Dirty these cards up.
I'm never going to be the guy saying wash the cards. I might jokingly say shuffle harder. Like, wash the cards.
I mean, I bought one mint, and I haven't seen
You get ransom cards.
You can actually pick some sound really well. I was surprised by that.
That's kind of.
No more muttering things quietly.
Can I get my seat? My bad. Yes, 15.
Unfortunately, there's of the 3 people watching it, one of them has to.
No,
have some
no,
sort of
just-
interest in what's being said.
There are more than 3 people watching. Just got to set the record straight. Seat 7 thinks there's only 3 people watching. He's 6 hours in the past. What does he know?
That's your 100.
And in fact, nobody was watching 6 hours ago because we hadn't started streaming yet.
Alan is out.
I'm gonna bet 5 in the dark.
I think Alan might have called it a night.
I guess after you win an $1,100 pot, they put $5 out there.
Okay, so we're going to see the 5 in the dark from Noel this time. I'm still team check dark in the small blinds. I have a hard time getting you to throw the 5 out there. That's just inviting further escalation that we might not want. Who has the last 3?
Somebody stole my
See 3 of them out there.
6, 7 call.
Frustrating, isn't it? Yeah. That's how I felt every time.
8, 9 call. Call. 2, 3 fold.
Lucky one has the 3. He's got aces and 3s up top. He's got trip 3s on the bottom. He's probably liking life. He's liking it less when the 7 pairs gives him 3 pair on the top.
Seat open on live stream. 5 check, 6 bets, 15. 7 call.
15 from Ryan, who has the bottom end of the straight.
Fold. 5 fold.
Yeah, trips get in there.
Well, I texted her to let her know how
There
well
was
you're
another
playing.
caller.
She's like, wait, what? Who is this? It's not important.
Deuce on the ends, very straightened
6
out
check.
board now.
2 of spades.
And the wrong card scans on the bottom. I don't know who's got what. There we go. So that's a straight for Ryan.
6 calls.
I don't think anyone's got the boat.
Scooper.
Aces and 8s. And
Aces and 8s for Lucky. River the better 2 pair. So he's got 4 pair. Aces and 8s and 7s and 3s. 3s on the bottom. 2 in the job.
Rate of three one more time, sir. All right. You have 4 cards, correct? All right. 10 up.
10 of clubs, exposed burn.
We got 6 betting $5.
Lots of hearts.
Oh, yeah. I checked the news.
Couple of spades and a 10.
$5. Eight call. 9 call.
Graphics haven't caught up yet with the action.
3 is potting 65.
Baker raising. He's got the nut flush on top. He's got a gutter on the bottom. Makes it 65. Noel, kings and tens. Makes the call.
65.
2 pair. Nothing on top.
8 call.
Set of sevens for ump. Another pretty one-way hand. Alfie with the second nut flush. Gutter on bottom might bail him out. As we head to the turns 4 ways.
4 players.
10 pairs on the bottom. And Noel fills up 10s full of kings. And we know there's no more 10s because of the exposed burn.
Oh, gotcha. Punt should be 305.
It's Baker doing the betting. Still has the nuts on the top board. Gonna be drawing dead on the bottom. And
I heard something. I assumed it was pot.
Noel has effectively second boat.
That is 305.
So I imagine he'll be putting some money in. Annoying that you don't have anything on the top board. I think this hand is too good to let go. Especially if there's any chance somebody does have the top board and calls behind you, like Ump sitting there with a set and getting stubborn. Or Alfie with the second nuts saying, I can also understand saying one-way hands, let's fold. What do you think in the chat if you're Noel sitting here with a one-way hands, but it's like second nuts? Let's it go.
You're welcome.
And we see the second out of the way, over to Alfie. Second nuts on the top board.
305.
And gutter on the bottom that actually has some life now that the boat's out of the way. What's he going to do here? What's he going to do? It's another, you probably got to fold here. It would be different if you had some dead money in there, but you don't have much dead money in there.
I hope it is Pocket Kings. I truly hope it's Pocket Kings.
All right.
Let's it go.
3 flush. Shows the nuts up top. Button moves to 6.
Hey, when you tanked, I was like, goddamn shit. Exactly what I had.
King 10.
Thank you.
Oh, you're King 10?
Francisco, yes, he did fold a boat on the bottom board.
And
He's probably
if
thinking
we end up heads up and we're chopping,
that
we're making chopping.
this is a situation where he is extremely unlikely to win the entire pot. So he'd be calling to try and win half the money. So his pot odds are way worse. And then there is a small chance he's not even getting that because somebody could have king-king. Or somebody could have a hand that could outdraw him on the bottom.
He did, thank you very much.
Was he doing that flex?
So
I agree with you on that.
Yeah, you knew it was one of the two.
that's probably the thinking.
5.
Not that many hands that could outdraw them. It would have to be a king and whatever the other pair was, since there were no more tens.
With the 10.
But yeah, he did make a somewhat snug fold.
79 check. 1, 2, 3 check, 5 check.
I see Mo's got a 7. I think he's got a 5 as well. I think that 7's full of 5s for him. Clubs on the bottom.
1 bet's 20.
Who has the clubs? Mo has the clubs as well. Mo has the best clubs.
5, 6, 7, fold. 8 calls. 9 folds.
Baker with a set of jacks on the bottom, making the call. With the straight on top, which is toast. Oh, look at that. Quad's full.
Big check.
Baker picked up Broadway on the river, but the
One's betting 100.
flush is beating that. Mo gonna pot it, make it $100. Hope somebody's got something.
Show me the boat, Mikey.
Went from having a straight to having 7s full of 4s.
8 folds. Where did the 1
Everyone folds. Mo's gonna have to settle for what's in there already. We do have the quads of the day promo going here this month in Austin. Quad 8s in your hands in a PLO or a PLO bomb pot. Good for $2,800 if you get dealt 8-8-8-8. We saw somebody with 3 8s, which is one too few 8s, but then he flopped a straight flush, so he at least won the pot earlier tonight. Or in Hold'em, if you get pocket 8s and you make quads, you'll potentially win that jackpot. Additional rules do apply. Certain number of players, certain amount of money in the pot.
Alright, everyone's good.
All the rules at TexasCardHouse.com.
I don't know, I'll holler at it again. No, do we have a list? You know? I'll yell it out one more time. 8, 9 check.
Ooh, 3 8s again. We almost spoke it into existence, but no straight flush this time.
3, 5,
And 3 aces.
6 bets 25.
Hey, JoJo's trying to give us the jackpot. He's trying.
Well, right now I'm blessed if you
Ryan makes it 25 with his set of 4s.
got it. 7, 8, 9 fold, 25 to play. Chase is out there, but it chases first.
Nobody wants to chase an open ender.
It doesn't matter.
1, 2, 3, 5, fold.
Good to win a hand every now and then.
Straights are surprisingly troublesome. Ryan gonna take this one.
8. Got 3 8s? Ah. It's frustrating. 1, 2, and 4.
Get a look at our stacks after 70 hands worth of PLO bomb pots. We got about 45 more minutes or so here on TCH Live from Texas Card House, Austin. William Waddy, the New York Knit with you. JoJo pitching the cards. Mel pitched them earlier tonight. Kristen and or Mel pressed the buttons 6 hours ago. As this game did get played a little bit earlier today, so we're effectively on a 6-hour delay. No spoilers if you know what happens, please. I want to be surprised.
9 check. 1, 2 check.
When poker happens, I want a completely genuine surprise reaction.
7, 8 check.
We check through. Top brings diamonds in. Alfie with the queen high diamonds.
9, 1, 2, 3
Bottom
check.
board looks to
5,
be,
6 check.
I can't tell.
Check and going to
Tens and sixes. Even more diamonds show up. There's an ace pairing on the bottom. It's Ump who has the last ace in the deck.
6. Betting 35.
Ryan doing the betting. King, king, 5-4.
Big call.
35, that's no good. And Ump has trip aces, which will be good on bottom. Alfie raising to 70. He's got the queen high diamonds. Ryan with his hand caught in the cookie jar, letting it
Can I get a
go.
color up to live stream, please?
I'm calling.
I had the king of diamonds.
They're going to chop it up.
Showdown.
Ryan justifying his bet, saying that he had the try king. Not a terrible card to bluff with, except we're not playing normal PLO. We are playing a bomb pot, and it's entirely possible somebody has the case ace and
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
shows you some disrespect on the other half.
Top 2 on that. Billy, I can hear that later.
Oh, you do that now?
No, I couldn't now. But later. Would have worked. Okay.
That's what I'm on right now. That's what I was on.
Chapter 1.
All right, action is 1. 1, 2, 3, 5, check. 6, 7, 8, 9, check.
And check through, and then we see a couple players with a 7. I see Noel with a 3. And a 25 ace, ace, 4, 3 with hearts. Ump's got the 7. The only 7 that gets this far, at least. Queen and a king.
Heads up.
Heads up.
I'll check, Mark.
5, check.
Trips and trips.
Trip
Aces and a 3.
with ace and boats, 4s, 7s, 4, 4s.
That's right, the boat, 7's full.
Button is moving to 1.
Trips were good too.
Appreciate it.
What happens at 4 o'clock?
Well, I mean, the stream ends, but the table continues.
Oh, it does?
Like, yeah, just
The game doesn't break me stuff.
Okay.
That's right, they can keep playing if they want after the stream ends. I did not see them there when I came in a little before 6 o'clock, so they finished at some point.
I know, yeah. Oh, right, there you go.
I knew you were on a draw at TV, actually.
Four more cards going to each player, and 2 more flops on their way to the board, courtesy of JoJo. Seat 9's looking to be done with his hand before he even sees the board. That, you got like quad deuces or something? There's really not much that's completely irredeemable until you see flops. Unless it's like literally quad deuces. Ryan doing the betting, 10, 7, 5, 3 diamonds and clubs. So flop is straight on the bottom with the redraw. Lucky you got a set of queens making the call. Didn't catch what seat 9 had there. He was so desperate to muck.
All right, 3 players.
Ace of hearts, jack of clubs. So flush draws making an appearance. No had called with the open ender. And now picks up a club draw that's the better club draw. Ryan betting his 10, 7, 5, 3. He's got the straight. He wants more than a straight. At least he thinks he does. Gets the set of queens to go away.
3-5.
No folds as well. Very disciplined play, not chasing half the pot.
Yeah, I know it's a 3-5.
It is easy to get yourself in trouble in a bomb pot chasing half the pot.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Either one of both you ought to call, or no? I would have called if I thought it was going to call, but I
was looking more for a club than base, but
my clubs were 5 and
Your clubs weren't 5.
Better clubs than you.
get in there, man.
I know, I should have. I just didn't have. I was drawing on both boards, just put it that way. I had one pair on one board, but I had draws all over the place. When I finished my clubs, were very near fair. 8, 9. So I had 6, 7, 8, 9 on the top. Yeah. I checked. No, it's not my turn.
Ace of spades, jack of hearts, 7 of clubs.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And 3 is betting 40. King of diamonds, queen of spades, 10 of queens up top, ace of spades, jack of hearts, 7 of clubs.
Oh, because mine wasn't brought in.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, boom. 1 is called 40.
Okay, wrap for Baker, who's doing the betting. Queens and jacks on top, wrap on the bottom. And who's giving the action here?
Cool. Alright. 4 of spades, 10 of spades.
Mo with his set of kings.
Would you like me to hold?
And,
Give me 1 second.
and another graphic glitch because there's the 10's on the top board.
Ace of spades, jack of hearts, 10 of spades, 7 of clubs. Cool. We have a check.
Minor
check. We are
glitch
going
here.
to the river. Alright, we check.
Check, check. So now he does have a set on both boards. And not going to be good. Baker has Broadway on both boards. Has the queen high diamonds on the top board. It looks like, or not. I'm pretty sure he has Broadway on both boards.
Button is
And he scoops. Whatever he has, he scoops.
Dude, it was a fucked up feeling. I was like, what am I doing? Like, I know I'm beat, but just in case.
Imagine if those were the actual V-pips. They are not.
$5 in the dark is over.
Somebody plays 42% of hands and nobody else plays any hands. Imagine that.
Do a round of $5 in the dark, just for Billy.
You know, it could make this spicier if they did suicide bomb pots, as they're sometimes called. That would be where if the flop checks through, everybody mucks their cards, and they put in another ante and they go again. They deal another hand. And the pot's even bigger. Just a thought.
C5 is betting 5. Actions on 6.
All diamonds. Couple of spades.
6 calls, 5. 7 call, 8
Now you're finally singing.
9 call, 1 fold, 2 call, 3 call. We have 6 players.
See a lot of stuff happening. Okay, now I have hands. Trying to tell me nobody has a flush.
5, 6, 7 check, 9 check.
They did the silly $5 bet. Everyone's checking.
Back to where they were before the wall. Just dirtying them up in the exact
It's
order.
Baker betting Jack 8, 6, 5 straight on the bottom.
Second wash after this.
Alright.
A rewash.
6, 7, 1 fold.
Just dirty
It's,
water.
45.
Alfie has 2 pair and a straight draw that is surprisingly live on top. Nothing on the bottom. Billy calling in somewhat thinner shape here. River pairs the 10 on the bottom. Nobody has a 10. Check through.
Yep.
Baker with the 6-5 straight on the bottom.
Top 2, kings and queens.
Kings and queens on top for Alfie.
Get to the chopper.
Chopping this one.
I thought you had not great comments when you called. I thought it was like
Neighbor,
Jack,
Arnold.
you know, down.
That's what I said, neighbor.
Alright. Requesting a wash. Thank you very much.
Just a mini wash is fine. Just a little bit of,
Just enough to fuck brass.
just a little bit of dirty soapy water will do.
I used to have a friend, a dealer, of course, he goes like this.
I mean, when I stopped it, we had to like, I was on some trends. Like, when you throw me right?
That's about as good a commercial as the Barkley commercial. I still got it. Big Charles. I still got it.
Alfredo, you
With all
out?
the kids.
Yeah.
You in? Okay.
Here we go with another bomb pot.
Do it because you did it last time. Grown man or against small children being killed like that.
Thank you all for watching to this point. I see over 50 of you between our various platforms.
Seinfeld episode where Kramer's in the karate.
Hit like if you like it.
There's a whole speech to get Elaine's confidence. She's like, wait, you're fighting children? We're at the same skill level. It's like, you can just hold them away.
I'll be with you for another half hour or so.
You're such a dick. I wasn't going to do it. It was like fire in the dark.
8 call.
I was determined to hit an ace.
We'll have to do a round of five.
Determined to hit an ace.
I would never do that to my good friend on the left. This is mean spirit.
1 call.
That was a 5 blind again?
3
Yeah.
call.
I got out.
6 players.
That was a loose call. Really long.
All right, we got a hold'em round, guys.
The old $5 bet strikes again. Clubs strike again. Who has the best clubs? It is Noel with the nut clubs.
5 is betting 70.
Queens and deuces for Baker.
8 fold.
Noel put the 70 in with his flush. And he also has a set on that board. A little bit of backup. Over to Alfie. Has the 9 high clubs and is not too impressed with them.
70.
10s and 7s for Mo. Only a gutter on the bottom. And that could fold and does fold.
People watch this back. They're gonna know what we all have, right? That's what we're playing. Like they're gonna
That's
know.
right, Noel.
30 minutes. Well, usually it's a 30 minutes.
With these card readers with those?
Okay.
You all know what you have.
I just know they show that at like after the hand or whatever.
But about 95% of the time. Sometimes it does scan up a little bit wrong on some of the hands.
And then you just make it
About 95% of
like
the
this,
time.
like you completely hear
Huh? Only here?
Seeing that he's extremely hard.
I'm hard here. Five in the dark is open.
I keep telling him. We're trying to do a round of it.
I could for like 20 bucks.
And I keep telling him I would never be that much of a jerk to my friend over here, the way you are to him and he is to me. So it's fine.
Ace 9-8 rainbow, king 5-3 all hearts.
He should have, not in the dark.
That would have been funnier, actually.
I will now choose by my own volition.
Congratulations if you had red.
That would have been crazy.
Yes, ma'am.
Check through again.
Five check, 6, bets 25.
Trying to bluff again.
7 fold.
Threes full of fives for Ryan on the bottom board.
Quarter.
Alfie calling with a wrap on top. Straight draw on the bottom, that's no good.
They don't care. They are not intimidated.
No out of there. So Ryan gonna free roll him. Ryan's boat will be good. And now he also has a wheel on top. 5-3, the key cards to have. Alfie quickly checks, and I doubt Ryan's checking. Nuts on the top board. Even if he's got bottom boat on the other board, he's got nuts on the top board. Really hard to be scooped.
7.
Also really hard to get paid, unfortunately, as Alfie does let it go.
That'd have been a good one. Chop that down.
Yes, sir. We got 15 more minutes, just letting you guys know.
Yes. Can they live stream some
There's the
wrestling?
15-ish minute warning from JoJo.
Second wash is already working out.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
Don't thank me with words.
$5 in the dark if you'd like, sir.
Call for another wash.
Well, hell, y'all are wasting all of our last 15 minutes.
Don't be the guy who's calling for the wash. The whole internet's going to know.
But we should do something crazy on the last one. What could we do? Oh, I should scoop the whole table. Like a $20 bomb pot or something? Hilarious.
I disagree with that. It doesn't
$25
sound like a
vote.
very good plan.
It's a table vote. Everyone else gets a refund. But
Sometimes the last hands of the stream gets crazy all on its own. No outside assistance needed.
Was I dead?
King high diamonds for the
Sheet
yard.
over there. Hot sheet over there.
Baker with a set of queens, making it 40. 9 on the other side. No.
you take a very long time.
Set of 4s on the bottom and top 2 on the top.
All right, 3 players.
Up calling, and we go 3 ways to the turns.
Oh, we've got the 3 master bakers.
We got sets, we got 2 pairs, we got diamond draws. And we don't really have much improvement here.
I wish I could say I had fun.
Let's see. No. Still ahead with the set of 4s. The 5 just wasted boat out for Baker. Makes it 100. No calling. Hump goes away at this point. Check dark. It'll be on null. An 8 and an 8 on the rivers. Quickly checks back. A set and a set to chop it up.
I guess I didn't want a 6 or a 20. Well,
All right. Each half of the pot getting shipped over. And we'll be on our way to another bomb pot. Hope you've all been enjoying this. I've had fun bringing you something a little bit different tonight. Thanks to our players tonight playing this game and giving us a show.
Alright, 7 players.
Yeah.
Hey, Melissa, will you put me on that list?
Check. Six checks.
Somewhat disconnected flops. Not surprising this one checks through. Bottom board's pretty wet now.
5 bets 20. 6
It's
fold.
no betting. $20. He's got the set of deuces.
8 call.
Lucky calling.
2 and 3 fold.
I'm calling. To the rivers we go. It's lucky one who has the 8. But that 8 is not going to be good enough to beat the straight that Ump just rivered. Set of deuces will miraculously hold on the top. Not a hand we're usually excited about. He puts out the 50. He did pick up a queen on the other river.
Calls.
Gets flatted. They're going to chop.
Showing a set of deuces. And then a straight to the king.
Seat open, table 8.
Alright, button moves for 1. Thank you.
Too bad.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Hand number 80. I never imagined it would be 80 hands.
We're almost done here.
Game's moved at a pretty good pace.
I don't know, we all know.
Oh, yeah, he's got to get dinner pretty soon. You know, they've got to get dinner at 7 p.m. Murder, She Wrote is over by 8:30. Trying to make fun of Brad. I'm trying to get him. I say that. Take a nap.
Check.
2, 3 check. 5 check.
Check.
6, 7, 8 check.
Set up 5s for Billy. Everyone checks before we can read the hands. Diamond draws on both boards.
7, 8 check. Check.
We check again. Really quick. Diamonds. Diamonds. Anyone have a flush?
3, 5 check. 6 bets.
I don't think so. Baker has straight on top. Ryan makes it 15. This could just work because no one has a flush.
2, 3, 5 fold. Pocket 6. Button 2.
Well done, Ryan. Nice bluff.
No flushing.
Situation. He confesses. Situation where it is very easy to be scooped if you don't have a flush.
One pair on one board.
And the beauty is it wasn't even full pot. I think Alfie stepped out. I think Alfie called it a day. Half pot, I mean, doesn't have to work that often for that bet to be profitable.
Had a good diamond blocker.
Well, I had the 8 blockers.
Here we go with the blockers. Nerd. I'm the first one to think of blockers. Got myself in a lot of trouble with those.
3, 5, 6 check. Button on 2.
You had an 8 each parlay.
4 to 8.
Eights and sixes. Set of fives making a call. A straight draw. Mo calling with a million clubs.
All right. 3 players.
Which I guess have some straight draws, so that's
Like the Lego.
a lot of clubs.
No one do anything yet. 3 diamonds.
986 had the 2 pair ends. The wrap.
8 of diamonds. Okay.
Wrap will get there. 8 of diamonds. So set of fives, no longer good. Lucky one turns it straight.
10 of diamonds at the top.
We check through again. Now the 7 pairs. So the fives are good again. Fives full of sevens. Top board is, I think, the 10s. I think Up is scooping this. No, yeah. Up is scooping this. Puts out the 25. Lucky one. Gonna. Paulie's got a set. No, he's got 8s and 6s. He'll get that half. 8s and 6s for half the pot. Not the straight, the 8s and 6s. Got him.
Yeah, I didn't have your anything, sir. You had mine. You had.
I had all the clubs. I had
And this one's gonna chop.
Buttons good on 3.
I was hoping
You was looking for my
I was hoping you had the 9 and the 4.
I had 3, 4, and I had ace queen clubs, but yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Ace queen and 3, 4 clubs. That's all you're on now.
I hate looking down at like the first 2 cards you get, let's say is the 8, 9 of diamonds. And you're like, okay, you know, I got to do the connector. And then the next card you get is the 10 of diamonds.
Yeah.
You know, or the 7 or something. You're like, that's my out. I need that on the board.
Y'all want to do a $10 bump pot on the last hand?
Sure. I'm fine with that.
Sounds like whenever the last hand is, it'll be a $10. We usually end the Hold'em games on a bomb pot as well. And do something special. Or, you know, sometimes you just get like out of control straddles. It's another fun way to end things.
You didn't remind me.
1, 2, 3, check.
Check through. All the deuces now accounted for.
5, 6, 7, check.
Yeah, I got 2 quads.
I feel like that could be a good prop bet in a game like this. Philly's got queens and 6s and a mystery hands. Mystery card. Makes it 35.
Blue star and a yellow
This,
banana. Lucky charm attack is the same way.
probably get through. Nobody really has anything. I think he got it through. Yep.
Well, my last chance to do it. I will.
That's not the incentive. You could choose. You could choose to be human and just not do anything. And I promised to probably check.
You know, like the first time I ever did it.
As soon as I start talking, I'm like, no, I can't do that.
And number 83 coming your way here. TCHY from Austin, Texas Card House.
All right, we're gonna have this pot, guys. Next pot's gonna be the last.
Ooh, on my button on the left. Perfect.
There we go, the penultimate hands.
Yeah, I get some run good. You should.
All right, we are good. 7 players.
Heck, I should have 15. Oh, I got quads.
Check 4. Someone says he's got quads.
And I got quads.
995. You can have 2 quads.
7 bowls, 8 bowls, 5 players.
Oh, $5 bet.
I must have all of it. I haven't looked yet.
What the heck?
I'm gonna donate to the
I might have quad.
I'm gonna put it right
Top trips for Noel on one board. Jack is unaccounted for. Here we are on the turn, 7s and 5s for Ryan. Noel ahead on both boards. He's got the trip 9s with the ace. Ace king high on the other board. Does have the wrap. Makes the call. There's another queen. 6 on the bottom. Clubs come in. Check, check. Noel scooping this. Ace king and ace 9. A winner.
King's gonna win the top.
And Ryan has 4 pair and loses because
You're basically like my dog.
3 9s beats 9s and 7s and 6s and 5s. Here we go, final pot of the evening, we're told. Going for 10s.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and I wanna get Mikey, I wanna get Loretto in there.
Oh, he'll be here. He just had to go to Chicago.
Kristen apparently trying to recruit for another game next month. Hey, Kenny, if you're still in the chat, get it, Kristen, if you are interested in playing a future BOMP pot game. If you want to play on TCH Live Austin, whatever game it is, get it, Kristen.
Can I get it set up to live stream?
Make that happen.
All right, some flips.
Kristen making the lineups, pressing the buttons, stealing the cards. She's stealing it all. Queen 8, 6, 2 clubs, and ace, ace, 4, 2 diamonds as we do a $10 BOMP pot, so 70 in the middle. I see trips for Baker. Ryan making it 50, 9954. It's not a whole lot.
He's gonna milk me again.
Noel making the call. Jack 10, 8, 4. He's got a 4. He's got some draws up top.
5 checks.
The case ace appears. 10 on the bottom.
Good game,
6
everyone.
bits 100.
I keep playing, but Ryan keeps doing those dark bets. It's driving me crazy. I can't do it.
I'm glad to drive the action out of here.
Ryan making it 100. Pair of 9s, just barely the best hands right now on top.
You're gonna have to watch this last hand forever.
Mints, anyway? Mint before I go? Brad, you know you want
Noel
Don't even, yeah, there you go.
with the counterfeit 2 pair on the bottom.
Take them with me. Cashing them in.
Clock.
Yeah.
Show us a river.
What's it go?
I knew you had, I had the 8.
Shows the.
I had the 8s. Kabang.
Okay, so we actually had a misread. So this is 4s full of aces on the
That's it for
flop.
the stream.
2,
Appreciate
3,
you guys.
7 were my kickers.
And so that was the final hands.
We need to know.
So who's here staying?
All right, so what a show.
Everyone's gotta go.
What a show. That was a really good game. I see racks. It feels like people are going to just rack up and leave and maybe go to other games. Maybe they're going to leave.
I had 2 seats in the round of PLO and no limit.
They're all running away from JoJo. Poor JoJo. Okay, so that's a wrap. We look at these stacks one last time. And
I was going to switch it out, but it doesn't matter.
thank you all so much for watching on behalf of the staff, Mel and JoJo dealing tonight, our production team, Kristen, Mel, and David, all of our players. Thank you so much for playing. I'm William Laddy, the New York Knit, wishing you a very good night. Hit like if you enjoyed this. Can't wait to see you next time. Thank you so much.